ship up to broadcast depth. We're going in.
Two, check. 1, 1, 1, 2. Came into this world as a reject. We're gonna check our body counts today. Body count. Go. Trying to return of Rule Zero on this channel. Go. All right, then.
Metal.
Dramatic.
Gotta make an entrance, man. You gotta have to make an entrance these days on YouTube.
Yeah. You know what's funny is like people used to criticize me for like having intro music. Man, you should just jump in and get immediately to the topic. It's a talk show, man. Fucking chill the fuck out.
I stopped doing an intro on my solo shows, but like Red Evening and even for Rule Zero, I have the cool metal intro. You know, you gotta have that. And plus, it helps out with like the algorithm as well. The longer your intro, because then people are coming in and they see it's live, and it usually takes like 5 to 10 minutes before a show to really get going anyway for the audience.
True that. Yeah.
It's just a little foreplay.
Yeah.
You just had to make it sexual, didn't you?
Yeah.
I always do.
We're already there, aren't we?
Hey now.
All right. Hang on. I have to boost this on Twitter real quick. Just to
yeah, Twitter fixed their live stream issue.
Finally. No. Wow.
Terrible.
Oh. Let's see, what is it? Oh God. I'm kind of glad I have that. I got some other stuff. We're gonna talk about You know what's funny is like the laziest content you could possibly do in the Manosphere is about his body count.
It is. I mean, all we need to have some host to shame where it's like, oh my God, you have a bodyguard of 1. How dare you? You didn't even marry him. Do you still remember his name?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
God. There's Nuke.
There he is.
Welcome, Nuke. Hello. Get it here. Wait, I have a new sound drop. I have a new sound drop.
What are you gonna do about it? I'll suck his dick.
Sadia Khan, the gift that keeps on giving.
Oh, that's right. We almost forgot about her. We're not gonna let her off the hook that easy.
What are you gonna do about it? I'll suck his dick.
$8,000 for a consultation.
She was just they nailed her ass on a talk show recently too. I guess I probably have to drop something about that on tomorrow's show.
That's not only what they nailed her on. Oh
yeah, on her husband's wife's bed.
Yeah. God. Yeah.
Those red pill guys are the only ones that can figure out relationships.
Only red pill's the only one. We will save the world.
Which is ironic.
That's left is the red pill.
The irony is that we don't want to save it, yet we end up saving it anyway. Some dramatic irony there.
Yes. Pragmatism and logic. That's all it is. Praxeology will save the world. That and metal.
I can live with that.
You know what's funny is like whenever I play that intro for whenever I do this show, that like I had that one as the dedicated intro. I originally did that one because I wanted there to be some separation between my show and like Rule Zero. Mm-hmm. But I remember both of those songs, like my intro song and that intro song. I did all of them. That's my music, right? And I remember doing those because it was cheaper to do those than license music to do it, because all the pre-gen stuff for YouTube that you can get like background music that's like royalty free for YouTube, it all sucks. Like every last fucking thing sucks.
It's terrible.
I wanted something unique because like I'm of the opinion that like a good show needs like a theme song, kind of like, I know, Seinfeld. Friends.
The Office, even though it's cheesy, but
hold on. Return of the Ned Cam has just arrived. There's a Ned cam. Ned cam's in effect. He decided to come in here and hang out with me because he's getting. You'll notice he has the harness on right now. He's about ready to go outside because Mama's going to walk him here in a minute.
Okay.
There we go. People always want to see the Ned cam.
We always want to see the Ned cam.
Yes.
Nuke, where's your dog? I need to get a dog too, man. I kind of feel left out. Where it's like everybody here has a dog. Ryan's got the Greyhound. Nuke's got Tadashi. You've got Ned. Is Bambi still there too?
No, Bambi
there.
passed away a while ago. She it was weird because she got osteosarcoma. Like well, the I mean, it's not an all thing. It's just the greyhounds are really prone to osteosarcoma. So that's one thing they don't tell you about greys is that they get bone cancer, and because they're all like purebred, thoroughbred racing dogs, so they are all cut from probably 4 or 5 different male dogs, and then those go on into perpetuity, right? So they're the great grand doggies of Ned or Fidel or the rest of the dogs I've had in the past. And so they all are cut from that same, but the problem is they all pass that same propensity for osteosarcoma down the genetic link too. So it's some of them are more prone to get it depending on what their breed, their pedigree is, and some of them are like, I don't think Ned will get it because he's from the there's a very famous racing dog. It's called Flying Penske. Flying Penske. I've had a Penske dog before. Like Covey was my dog Covey was a Penske dog. He didn't die from osteo. He just old age and hip dysplasia. And so I've had some that haven't died from it, but most of them have passed away from osteosarcoma. And that's what happened with Bambi. Bambi hit about 8 years old. And then one day she was coming down the stairs and just snap. And that was it.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that.
We did. She showed no outward signs. Like usually a dog will limp when they get osteo. She had no signs. She was still running up to that day. Just that pressure, hitting down on it. So.
That's rough. Are you gonna get another one like next to Ned, or just Ned for now and maybe after?
Ned is kind of like the ultimate greyhound for me. Like he's the best of every male greyhound I've ever had. So he's just amazing dog. So I don't know. We'll see.
Well, what's his body count though? Is he an alpha dog?
Zero. He has no balls.
Absolute purebred.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm cutting my dog's balls off yet. I don't know.
Yeah, but you have a Shiba, so I would put that dog out to stud, man. That dog is worth money. Fresh has a Shiba as well called Hero, and Hero is he's like a pure white Shiba, which is like I guess the most desirable color. And so like Fresh spent like $8,000 to buy Hero in the first place. I can't imagine what his like.
Yeah, he went to a puppy farm. I think he went to a puppy farm. You just buy him out in the country. Yeah.
But that's because everybody wants a white one, right? That's like it's the rarest one. It's kind of like in greyhounds, the most rare breed of grey or color of greyhound is a blue, which is actually a gray color. But that one, it's really difficult to find like actual blue greyhounds. Brindle, no problem. Got plenty of those.
I'm learning a lot about dogs today, actually.
Yeah, I
never knew these things.
You know, I'll tell you, it's funny. It's like people don't realize this. In my fourth book, Religion, I actually, for illustrative purposes, I explained to people the smell. Like the dogs experience their world through their noses, essentially. Right? People think they have black and white vision. They don't. They actually have. You know how we have 3 like RGB vision, like rods and cones, like we have red, green, and blue. They only have the blue and the green cones. So they don't see reds, but they do see like varying shades of like yellows and blues and stuff, anything that those colors can make up. So it's still kind of like a monochrome, but it's not black and white. Yeah, so it's kind of weird. But their scent, and this is all dogs, by the way. Dogs can smell parts per trillion. And they can catch scents up to 20 miles away, depending on the prevailing wind. They also, I don't know if you knew this, they can smell independently in each nostril.
Really?
Yes. And they can smell, like they have sense of smell on the inhale and the exhale. That's why dogs do this.
Yeah, that's what he was doing in the
Oh,
elevator.
so it's
yeah.
just left and right
Why they do that.
switching.
Yes.
Oh.
If you ever notice, also like dogs have that little cut in the side of their nose right there, so they can kind of like we can't do it obviously, but they can do like this. That's because they can smell on either side of their nasal cavities, right? We have like human beings have something like 4 million or something like that, like cilia or whatever it is, in to for our sense of smell. Dogs have 40 million. They've got like 10 times the sense of smell that human beings do. They can from smelling another dog's urine or shit for that matter, they can tell whether the dog is healthy. They can tell if it's pregnant. They can tell if it's like I said, sick or whatever. They can also tell the age of the dog by that too, which is like the most weirdest shit in the world when you think about it. But if your dog goes Nuke, when you take your dog out to the park and he's like insisting on smelling like in a certain place, there's this molecule that's on the grass there. That's like us posting to a forum. Wow. It's like all this information is in this one little scent for them. It's amazing.
Is that how you get those dogs in the old folks' home all of a sudden spending more time with a certain person and then they die all of a sudden? Where it's like, yeah, no, they smelled it.
They can tell. Yeah, dogs pick up on a lot of shit that you don't realize. I mean, just our behaviors are because the thing is there's a book on this, it probably is, but there's a co-evolution of human beings and dogs because we domesticated them like ages ago. And so they have evolved alongside humans, so they can pick up on words that you don't even know that they know, like bacon, sausage.
They know exactly what.
They know that. Yeah, my dogs definitely know those words. Out, they know that. They also know like whenever I'm about to go on a trip, like if I'm going to fly to Miami, they already know. I don't even have to bring obviously bring the suitcase out. They know you're leaving for a while, but like your attitudes and your mannerisms and behaviors and stuff and your vocal intonations, they pick up on all that shit. It's weird, man. It's weird. They're like little spies in your house.
And then they get all sad because they know you're leaving. It's like, don't worry, I'll come back. Come back.
It's amazing. Well, anyways, I guess we're going to talk about body count today. And I was just saying, body count is like the most lowest investment, like lowest effort show you could possibly do in the Manosphere.
Let's go.
Where you don't know what to do body count. Everyone loves it. Yes.
I'm gonna look at body count on YouTube and see all the thumbnails. They're gonna be like people like, like that body count. Let's see. Oh my god, what's your body count?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, really. You go do it. You just go really quickly and look at what they have.
This body count matters.
The reason why we're doing this though is because where'd it go?
Does know her number and then do it times 3? Does that still count, or is it times 5?
You know what the second video body count is on YouTube? It's Matt Walsh.
Matt Walsh.
Oh my god.
What do you think Sarah Stalker body count is? It's not just Elijah.
It's rising. It's probably rising right now. She's probably giving it all up. Probably.
Oh, here it is. Okay. All right, I have to share this with you guys. Hang on, I'll share my screen just so we can see. This is the topic. Well, you know what's funny is like I was like, oh man, this is gonna be a great show, and then I wake up in the morning. Oh, we bombing Iran. There goes the show. Forget it. Nobody's gonna talk. Everybody is gonna be like this, like doctoral expert.
Well, I mean, we can guess America's body count in Iran right now.
Yeah.
Hey,
zing.
Dark jokes, everybody.
Yes. Let's see. Where did it go? There it is. Okay. So this is what everybody's losing their shit over. Got that? There we go. Okay. So this is check her body count. And where did it go? There it is. Checkhercount.com in case you guys are interested. I don't know if this was meant to farm Instagram accounts. It might. I can't imagine, because basically what you do is you drop her Instagram URL, we'll scan her followers, analyze the pics, and estimate her body count. I would like to state for the record, Your Honor, that I tried this with my good friend and porn star, Tiffany Fox, and it came back that she had 9. I'm like, I don't think this is accurate. This is complete horseshit, right? But boy, have people lost their minds about this.
Can you imagine taking that seriously? You find a girl, it's like, I kind of like her, and then you put it in there, and that thing gives like 20 or like 100, and it's like, oh my god, the internet algorithm tells me you have a triple-digit knot count. Meanwhile, you put in Tiffany Fox, it's like, oh, that's 9. It's like,
oh wait, I got it. Hold on a second. Let me put this up here.
It counts per day.
So this is actually okay. So this is from the original thread here. Check her count.com, bro. So anyway, so this is Tiffany right here. This is actually what it came out to be. Her body count is in the triple, if not quadruple digits. Okay, so she's been doing porn since she was like 19, and she's like now 32. So I'm fairly certain it's well beyond the 60 mark. I can tell you that right now. Oh my god! But
I mean, as long as she's enjoying what she's doing,
right.
Never shit on a hard day's work.
See that? Okay, so that it's laughable. Yeah, we all know. Thanks, yada yada. It's so funny. Body count checker. Yeah. What was? Oh, Lily Phillips. Lily Phillips got 20. Estimated count 20. You got to remember, like, so I think if you were to post a girl's Twitter address, a Twitter account, you'll probably get a more accurate estimate, right? Because Instagram, you can't post porn, you can't post nudes, you can't post anything like it. There's no possible way that algorithm, whatever it is, whatever they're using for the body count calculator, could possibly know that Sarah Jesse is a porn star, right? Or, Savannah Storm. I'm trying to think of porn stars that have been on the show. Like it's put it this way, it tops out at 60. And I'm like posting girls whose body count I absolutely know are in the triple digits. And it's like not even bumping the needle. They're like, it's looking like it's, I know girls like, what's her name? Crystal Rush. Crystal Rush she's this Russian girl. She's fantastic. I love her to death. Right. She could be like married with a kid and it'll think, oh, she's married a kid. How wholesome, but that's their thing is they do MILF porn. So they look like a mommy. So, oh, she couldn't possibly have that big of a body count in the background, in her backfield. But so it makes me wonder, like, what was the criteria that they were looking for? Like, I want to know, like, they'll say, well, we have AI check their YouTube and their post, or excuse me, their Instagram and their posts and their I would probably assume it goes mostly after the pictures, but unless it's like searching their links and looking for the OnlyFans links on there, I mean, maybe that's part of the algorithm. I don't know. And right now, cue my spam guy who's going to tell me that I want to fuck Lisa Sparks right now. Go.
Is he coming?
He usually comes in.
He's
Yeah, he's a little late today.
Yeah, come on, man. This is your episode, bro.
I had him this morning during Red.
Won't even ban you.
I had him during Red Evening. He missed you a lot, and he was hoping for the show today, so he's probably showing up.
Oh, okay.
What I'm wondering about this whole thing is, like, what was the purpose behind it? Like, did this guy genuinely was like, you know what? I want to help dudes figure out the body count of the girl he's dating. It's like,
no.
What's the deal here? Or was this just pure shock value?
I can say with a fair amount of confidence, no. But here's the best part. Now this is where everything gets really, really fun. The response to this, like the thing is, like, to me, obviously it's a joke, right? I mean, if it thinks that Tiffany Fox has a body count of 9, it's a joke, okay? But not to everybody.
I wonder who not.
Yes. Well, our good friend
Matt Walsh.
Allie on the X. Did Matt Walsh opine about this yet? Did he talk about this?
Probably. Well, he will.
Yeah, he will. It's lazy. It's lazy content. It's easy for him to do it, right?
Yeah, it's low hanging fruit.
Here we go. Allie.
Yeah.
Allie Voss, and she is a Christ follower, in case you wanted to know. 32,1 followers. AAC National Fellow. What the fuck is AAC? Conserve America. IWF, International World Fund. Fellow. Oh, she's also a Harvard graduate, just she'd like you to know. Let's see. There's her and her husband, just to prove she is trad. Got it? Okay. Just so we're clear.
Now we know what happened at CPAC with her. Now it's
yeah, I mean, I don't know. So here's the thing. The manosphere is reaching schizophrenic levels with neuroticism. damn, okay, so let's see. Manosphere, schizophrenic, and neuroticism. You get like, that's full points right there. Those are your vocabulary words. You fit these into a sentence, right? But here's the thing is, yep, this is ridiculous. Highly inaccurate too. When asked for more details, the source was a clear, trust me, bro, pathetic. We don't need this. What we need is a shift in culture to one where being honest and transparent about this sort of topic is normal. Is that not what we were trying to do in the first place?
No,
That's
honesty by choice, not by force. This app is doing it by force and revealing things that I haven't consented to revealing, which is horrible for women.
Oh, I love this. My profile is private. It gave me 3 times my actual account number.
So the real count.
Yes, right. This is just 4chan level Gen Z groiper. There you go. Troll vocabulary word ding. Trolling taken to an extreme. You think?
Yes, that's God, man. It's just like I grew up on 4chan, and
yeah,
nothing on the internet you can take that seriously. Like it's all one big troll machine. But people come here and take this shit so seriously. Like the internet's to have fun, guys, and to make a little money. That's it. It's not for you to like take it so seriously. You're gonna go crazy.
Oh no, the purpose is this thread right here. This mission accomplished, guys. You can go home now.
That Twitter payout must be glorious.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Well, where's she at right now? This is at, okay, it's not that much. It's only 24,000 views.
What's the original post? Oh, they got community noted. Lame.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
When the original post cuts the engagement.
The original post is 5.9 million views. Oh my god, dude! Okay, like I started doing articles on X, Twix, whatever, because Uncle Elon said do articles, you get paid more, and he wasn't wrong. I did get paid a bit more than I normally would because I only did like 2 articles last month, and I can't imagine what kind of money you make for 6 million views on this. All he had to do is just this cock and bull checker body. You know, it's bullshit. It probably just like randomizes like a number between like 0 and 90.
Yeah. Someone put in the Pope's Instagram.
Yeah. Wonder what he got.
31. The Pope has been slanging it with those nuts.
This is just funny. Or is it scammers trying to get photos of actual people to use for fake bot profiles?
Probably.
But here's the thing. If you wanted to do that, you don't need people to send you. You could just go do it yourself.
Yeah.
This website is poorly coded and not saying anything meaningful. Really? You must be new here. I put several profiles and got similar answers. I also don't think you can really know this guy's going to do an A/B testing on this. It was probably vibe coded. God, there it is. Why is everything coded right now? Like, why is that like a name? Why is that a thing? Gay coded. Gay coded. That's where's Ryan when I need him? When everything is gay coded and fake, everything's coded.
Yeah. Everything has to have an underlying meaning. Everything is deeper than it actually is. That's the thing with the internet. Like, no, it's not.
What happened to for the lols?
What happened to Occam's razor? You know, just some consumer coder was just wanting to have fun.
The gold in this is in the thing. Surely this is illegal. No,
no.
Spreading lies for defamation is illegal.
It's not defamation.
Yeah, it's not. It's just estimating. It could be inaccurate. It doesn't say we guarantee with 100% accuracy that this is their actual body count. Right. Well, what would be possible through, though, is for women to check if a man ever used this or any other misogynistic website. That would be fact-based. We already have that, right? I mean, isn't that what they were doing? Like, what was the name of that one app where it was tracking the guy? Like, are we dating the same guy.com or some shit like that?
The T app? Talking about?
T app, right? Remember that, and then what happened is like all of the female users accounts got leaked. Like that's what they're hoping for.
Yeah, that was
doxing in history.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, look, look. Don't take anything he says seriously because it's all gay coded.
Yeah, it's gay coded.
It's gay coded. What does couch mean?
Couch coded.
Look, not all of us get a cool nickname given to us like Godfather. So
Yeah.
let's talk couch.
Yeah. Thank you for reminding everybody it was given.
Yeah. Better than Jax,
so-
though. Like the Lego homosexual is like a very bad nickname.
I missed you too.
The Lego homosexual. Thanks for telling me that. That's going right into my box of things I call Jack. Thank you guys. Jack was trying to keep that from me for so long. I knew it. I knew it.
So Ryan, you probably already know we're talking about the check her body count thing.
Oh, the site. Yeah, that was
This one.
What was the other one? They used to have one too where it was you could see what percentage of top tier man the girls have, the unrealistic expectations one.
Oh, okay, so yeah,
developer?
no, it's not the same. No, it's absolutely not the same developer. Trust me. No, what you're talking about is the female delusion calculator, which I'll bring up here in a minute. That's what I was actually. My wife was like, "What are you going to talk about today?" I go, "Body count again." She's like,
Whammon.
Pose.
body
Shit.
So you ran out of ideas? Yes, we did. Not me, they did. But no, yeah, that's what I was saying. Is like body count is the laziest, most like low effort like topic you could possibly do now. But the thing is like for like the I did bring that up though is the delusion calculators, which is actually based on real data, which is the CDC and Census Bureau data. That's the database that it uses, and it asks very limited questions, and it's a question response thing. So it's not like AI or some random kid in South and East Asia is actually estimating what your body count actually is. I wonder if that's it. I wonder if people go. I wonder if they're like, oh, here, check her body count. Some kid in like Mumbai is like, oh, it's got the gene. That's all it is some guy like typing this out and making it like they got some graphing program to do it.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, because when Tate and Myron and their thing got all big, and the Red Pill guys, like for the most part, we got annoyed. Like, who's watching this? And we thought it was like Midwestern kids who were being led astray. And the longer I've been around, the more I realize it's just like third world slop farming. And I think this is like I guarantee maybe it's because I'm in Canada right now, and 40% of the population is not Canadian. Wink, wink. I have a feeling Patel from down the street is looking at this. It's like, yeah, F those white women. Look at them hoes. They're not as good as our women that won't sleep with me.
Yes.
I mean, they failed at PUA. They failed at PUA out there. So what's next?
Dude, they
Being
destroyed.
The logic.
Yeah,
is,
they killed it in Toronto.
Oh,
I'm
really?
the pickup version of the guy who lives in Hiroshima.
Picking the pieces in the aftermath.
Yeah, just gardens and memorials everywhere, and I'm like, what the hell happened here?
Well, it's funny because you're probably right. Like, it's probably some guy. Like, it's not even an algorithm. It's just it's just like a farm of like guys in Pakistan are just like, oh, she looks like slut. 24.
So part of me wonders like how much of this is AstroTurf, like just saying stuff to like get outrage tokens. How much of this is like grifting off the third world, which kudos to them. They've been stealing tax money from Minnesota for years. Get some of that back if you got to. And how much of it is like a real phenomenon, because we always deal with the real phenomenons, but a lot of these people are filling our head with nonsense. We're trying to keep it real.
Speaking of which, there you go. And then,
Damn them.
You need that Miguel sound clip.
Goodbye. Yes.
Miguel is such a good sound clip for that.
I gotta dig. I'm gonna steal that from him.
I want his soundboard, man. He has amazing memes.
It's funny. It's like whenever Miguel does it, like, so I use the same stream deck that he does when I do my show at the studio. And sometimes like Kyle doesn't switch it over for me, and I use his stuff. I'm like, where did this go? Oh wait,
I love Netanyahu.
Yeah. Ryan hasn't heard the latest sound drop. Hold on.
What are you going to do about it? I'll suck his dick.
That's the latest one.
Is that Haktua girls? New
No,
thing?
that's
What are you going to do about it? I'll suck his dick.
basically, yeah, she's like Middle East Haktua girl. I guess.
Sadia Khan. Yes, there you go.
Oh, her, yeah. There's her and the Pim one, the one that got her fun bean cut. Those are the two I try to remember as much as I can.
So check this out. See, it's like obviously, I mean, to anybody in the manosphere or whatever we're calling it now, this is a joke. It's a joke. like, come on. Like I was saying, I think you guys already know. I said that, I put in Tiffany Fox's info here and it came back at 9. So yeah, so it's funny, but the real gold, the real funny part of this is reactions like this. Let's see.
I like the guy talking about the coding. This coding is horrible.
Yeah. Here it is. This website is poorly coded and not saying anything meaningful. You think? I put several profiles in and got similar answers. I also don't think you can really know this. It was probably vibe coded with no checks for accuracy. And here you are typing out very long, tweets about it. I love it. That's this right here. I was telling you guys, this right here, this whole thing, this was the reason they did this.
Literally farming the autism.
Yeah.
That's not real.
Oh, I love this. Oh,
yeah, no shit.
And the T app wasn't the same energy. Yeah, I love that. So feminine of them. It gives everybody a chance to just hate each other. Like, Father Darwin, please come and save us. Normalize asking people you're interested in upfront about any previous sexual relationships. If that's a deal breaker for you, obviously I'm specifically talking about women who've never had them to avoid double standards. Women will still whine about it though.
This first date at dinner, write your number on a napkin, put them face down, and then we'll swap them off.
You know what?
Like it's a poker, like you're reading your poker hand. You're like, oh.
Okay. So I have to. So for anyone, by the way, so if you're watching this, you go, oh, those red pill guys were talking about the body count check. Anyone who thinks this is serious, this is the dude that actually was the one who. Oh, hold on a second. This is the guy who came up with this. This is his account, by the way, just in case you weren't wondering.
Oh, there we go.
Southeast and Pacific, East Asia and Pacific, East Asia and Pacific. This is the dude who posted all of this. Who, by the way, got it's probably up to 6 million views at this point.
And then he got community noted, and all was for nothing.
Yes, this dude. That's the guy you guys are all stressing on right now. Gotcha, bitch. Gotcha.
I make it too easy. Like these people take the internet way too serious. Like I like Hawk's 3 day rule. Right now we have the Iranian war going on, and he just posted, wait 3 days. Like don't start coming to conclusions. Just wait 3 days. Right. Everything on the internet could be bullshitted. There's fake accounts, and people still they want to believe that this body count thing works. They want to. They need their indignation. They need something to. They prefer, or they want to tell people they're wrong more than they want to educate people on anything else. So someone posts this, they know it's fake, but they need to pretend like it's a big deal. And I'm like, it's not. It's a number generator. It's a random number generator. And it's just like when I was a kid where I wanted to find out my Star Wars name, and I would put my name in Internet Explorer
Black
98,
Java.
and it would and I would spit out some Star Wars name when I was like 12. It's the same thing. It's not that big a deal.
What I was about to say is, you know what this reminds me of? Remember back in the early days of the internet, the crappy Flash games that any idiot could make? And then the good ones would kind of rise to the top and everyone would talk to them. This reminds me of that, except because the whole social connectivity is much stronger than it was 20 years ago. The game is almost not so much what the website is, but the reaction and the conversation about it, if that makes sense.
Right.
No, exactly. Like the beat up Anita Sarkeesian game. Nobody really liked the game.
They just wanted to beat up her.
Yeah.
She went to the
like,
UN,
help
man.
me.
Anita Sarkeesian made it to the UN. It's like, God damn it. That's all you need to know about that whole movement. We just wanted to play video games.
I mean, but that's their thing, isn't it? Didn't they put Saudi Arabia in charge of human rights, and they put Anita Sarkeesian in charge of like helpful for men or whatever?
Yeah, and now we're bombing Iran. Well, you guys are, not we. But...
Yeah, we're not. We're bombing ourselves.
What you mean we?
Canada's trying really hard to speed run the Venezuela things right now. We don't have time.
I still wonder, though, Ryan, who's going to make it first, the Netherlands or Canada? Because it's like a neck on neck to the bottom.
The only reason I think we will is because we're buying our suicide pods from you guys. So you guys at least have a manufacturing base.
Oh my god! Jesus.
Oh,
You're
dude,
welcome.
I'm not joking.
That's what
I'm
gonna
not
do.
joking. That's really
That's
happening.
what makes it even funnier. It's because it's actually serious.
We just crossed the threshold. 100,000th euthanization. 98%.
It's cyberpunk.
Wait, dude.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
I
we-
can't even
we-
write fast enough, man.
Ursula von der Leyen just approved associations with India and is bringing in like 500,000 or something into all of
We
Europe.
brought
so-
that in so far this year.
Yeah.
Call me when you're talking about like we crossed that UN threshold. You know the one where they say the amount of displacement, like in Yugoslavia, counts as a genocide. We crossed that like 6 years ago.
Oh my god!
Oh,
Now we watch Americans. You guys got 10,000 in. You're rioting. We're like, man.
always a pleasure, gents. Thank you.
And then I sit down at the computer. I get to see a like guess at a girl's body count with a little generator. Feel good about myself. And all these people are
Yeah.
ruining my fun, man.
Getting the old team back. I'm doing my best. I'm putting the band back together.
I just wanted to know that Lauren Southern was a hoe, and the website told me, and I was happy, and life was good. And these autists are ruining it for everybody.
I confirmed that for you back in August of 2023, but no, don't listen to that old fucker.
Dude,
Paul Joseph Watson could confirm that in 2020.
you should see on
Yeah.
Substack now. I don't know how, but like I'm on our feed, and it's just every post is like. Remember that single mom from high school who like posts on Facebook? She has made a Substack career off of that.
Oh,
Of
yeah.
like, woe is me, and I'm like, yeah, it's funny. It's hard to feel sorry for the chick that tried to dox my buddy with a honeypot. I don't know,
Yeah.
whatever.
Well, you know, I think was this, and I will always, I mean, say what you want to about Andrew Wilson, but I will always have that dude's back because that guy was with me from the word jump, right? From all that
Really?
shit going on. Yeah. I don't know if you saw the interview that Mike and I did with him when he was out here in Vegas, but he there's like a section, I should probably a clip of it somewhere, but there's a section where he was explaining what was happening with like Destiny and the faked pregnancy. Well, was the MRI, like the OBGYN ultrasound, right? And then all the shit that went down with Brittany Venti, and now it basically was just this one big collusion clusterfuck of all these girls who were all basically on the payroll of Progressive Victory, Super PAC, DNC PAC. And it was a Destiny. And then then the following summer, then I was a secret racist because I had some kind of alternate, Twitter account where I was just
Oh,
like,
I remember. Yeah, racist gate.
yeah,
Racist gate.
that was the one time. Like I talked to Fresh quite a bit, but like that's the one time Fresh actually hit me up, and he goes, "I don't believe a thing." Yeah, I know. Don't worry, I'm with you. But yeah, but that was just if you think that they don't have it in for me or they don't have it in for people in the Manosphere, they absolutely do. In fact, I think that was probably one of the their mission goals, their mission objectives back in the day.
I was gonna say I do find it funny that their whole like progressives gave them money to make sure Kamala Harris won, and they spent that money trying to get you.
Yeah.
Guys, focus. We got an election here. They lost it for Trump. That's why Destiny got kicked out. Trump won because you had to fight this damn guy with the beanie on.
I got, in hindsight, like, especially after what Andrew Wilson was talking about on that, because he actually revealed some like information that I didn't even know. Like he knows where the forums were, and he knows where like all the people were who were talking, like, and it was mostly just this, hen house of mostly like the girl, like Destiny's Angels, right? It was mostly like, Brittany Venti, Lauren Southern, and
Erudite chick,
Isabella's erudite for sure, and Jasmine Jafar and Farah, who's
their old boys club.
Those she's still wearing non-prescription Mia Khalifa glasses in 2026.
I wanted to do like a takedown of the Wilson versus erudite, and then I found out that thing is 8 hours long.
8 hours,
Hey,
man.
look,
Jesus Christ.
I have completely turned my opinion on playing the YouTube game where it's like, fine, I'll do it. But guys, you can't let me sit through 8 hours of Wilson versus erudite. You please don't hate me that much.
You know why it's 8 hours long, right?
I guess
Clip
you can fall
farming.
asleep. Rents do.
Well, because
You fall
Brian,
asleep and it plays while you're sleeping.
well, that too. Brian Atlas's profit model has never been like long form content. It's always been farming for super chats. And so you'll notice, like, if you look at his early shows, they top out about like 3 or 4 hours, right? Which is still a fucking long show. But ask me how I know. But then they get longer and longer and longer. And I remember when I was talking to Jedediah Bila when she was rebooting her brand, right? And she goes, should I go on this whatever podcast? I go, how do you feel about doing 10-hour podcasts?
I can't imagine how they got Andrew to sit that long, because I don't think he's allowed to smoke in that studio.
Well,
they might make an exception for him.
yeah. Well, another thing, he should sell a course on how to listen to women for 8 hours. Like, as a man, have you ever listened to a woman longer than 30 minutes? That's hard. That's rough. So if he can do it, he should sell a course how to listen to women for longer than 30 minutes and actually like listen.
Red Pill
I don't know how you
2010
can do
wants
it.
a word.
Yeah, I agree. Dude, and I gotta admit, his wife's blocked me. Fair enough. I was making fun of the pickle jar a little too hard. That's fair. I have to give her credit.
Olive jar, God damn it.
You know what I mean? All of these red pill guys, and they're like, shitting in this, and like, she is the most ride or die wife I have ever seen on social media. Sure. He could murder 3 babies, and she'll be right in the front, cutting it off. Forget it.
Did you know she's part Dutch? Fun fact.
Are the Dutch that loyal?
Well, we can be. If you treat us right, we can be. So, Ryan, before you call me gay again, suicide pod.
Lego man.
It's a suffix. I prefix with Lego. That's the important part.
Yes, I do appreciate that. You know me so well.
Yeah. All right. So just for the sake of this is the dude. Okay. Just so we know where everybody's clear. This is the guy. And where to go?
He looks like a Minecraft head. It's so weird.
So this is a shit posting account. Just so you know, it's only been around for like just coming up on a year. This guy is the reason Elon Musk is letting you know where the account is based in, pretty much.
Yeah.
So just so you know, and then let's see, where's Allie? Allie, if you're watching, and I know you are, because you love me. Okay, Allie, this is the good trad wife here who took the bait, hook, line, and sinker. Okay, that's for this right here. Got it.
Why does she? Was she one of the ones that did the sun hat thing in the cornfield photo? She looks familiar.
Probably. No, it's not Allie Beth Stuckey. This is Allie Voss. Why are they all fucking named Allie? Like it's like all the Christian girls are named Allie and all the sluts are named Ashley.
What the hell kind of factory are they making these things out of? That's crazy. I can't keep up, man.
Did you get Schaefer on? Is he
would you like to know that update?
Yes. We need his manual, man. We need his game manual. Like, this is how you game the trad wife.
Would you like to know more?
Coke.
How to keep your wife in check. I have conversations with him. I have his he has my number. I have his. We text. And he's hit me up on DMs on Twitter.
So you could say you're getting serious. Okay.
Well, yeah, we are. We haven't put a ring on it yet. But, yeah. But he wants to do it live, and he wants to come to Vegas to do it. So, and I told him, okay, so I have a weird arrangement with Elijah, because I've known Elijah since I went on the You Are Here podcast right before the infamous Jack Murphy one, Heartfelt. Yeah. I wish they would have just asked me beforehand. I really do. It could like thinking about like if like Sydney Watson and Elijah Schaefer said, "Hey, we're gonna have this guy Jack Murphy on. Do you know something about it?" Like, think how the world would be different if they just asked me that question.
Have you heard Ryan's theory?
It's that. Well, because now that you know Elijah's doing all this behind the scenes diddling of other people's wives thing, and Jack's kind of the wife swapping guy, it's not a giant leap to guess that they kind of did something. I'm not accusing anything specific. I'm just, you guys know what I mean. And then before the show starts, like, it's kind of the understanding. It's like, yeah, we just don't talk about this stuff. Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden, Sydney's like, "Hey, so what's with that extra dick and stuff?" And it's like, dude, we talked about it. And that's why he freaks out. It's like, we agreed.
Right.
It's in the contract.
It was a betrayal. Yeah, it was a betrayal.
Honestly, okay, I'm going to go the other way, because I know she was completely naive of any of this shit prior to that. So I could see her blundering into it, but his reaction was, "You should have known."
Yeah.
Like that. You should have known to keep my horrible secret about being, I don't know, semi-gay.
Yeah, it's like Fight Club. The first rule of wife swapping parties is you don't talk about
the wife swapping part. Yes.
Second rule.
Fuck you, Heartfelt. I'm out.
Yeah.
That, by the way, that probably put that show on the map. If they would have just leaned into that, they would have just done so much better, but they didn't.
I mean, she
And
made a
now
house
he's
payment
an
off of those
insurance
heartfelt
agent.
T-shirts at least.
Well, you also have to understand that that show was on the Blaze, and that's Glenn Beck's network. And so Glenn Beck was like, kill it. They're done.
He's
Get
LDS, right?
Get rid of them. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they don't even like coffee. Sure as hell don't like wife swapping. Especially
Don't
not
like
after that
coffee?
last fiasco they had with the Mormon wife swapping thing.
Mhm.
Whose
Yeah.
turn is it to check on Tanner? Now that we mentioned that.
Oh yeah, I
He's
started
actually-
that. We have
No,
rotation to check on Tanner.
I have been thinking about reaching out to him recently, see if he's ready to come back to the fold.
He's got good stuff though. His work is amazing.
That's why I want him to come back to the fold. But
Yeah.
he's
Like
always-
old jokes
No, he-
aside, I love his work.
yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
he's a good guy. It's just that, like, dude, your wife was pregnant with her 7th kid and she left you, bro. Like, how does that? Like, you could write like 10 stories based on that premise. Like, that's an incredible situation. That's amazing. How does that? How do you do that? Yeah. If it was Elijah Schaefer, that would make sense. Yeah, it's Elijah Schaefer. Most women would leave Elijah Schaefer. He was with that behavior, but the dude was like a stand-up guy for his, at least on Twitter, at least.
Well,
And he
I've
seemed
met
to
him.
be
I've
about
known
that
him
life.
for a while. I've never seen anything to give me any indication of anything other than exactly as he portrays himself.
Yeah. Well, Tanner,
Exactly.
the problem with Tanner is, and I can't really fault him for this, is he threw his hat in with Anthony Johnson back in the day. He just made a bad bet, right? I mean, he's like, people keep asking me to this day, like, how come you hate CGA so much? Well, CGA has a problem with everybody today, but I never have had any problem with CGA. I had a problem who he was working with. That's all.
As I always say, the only
Oh,
thing Rolo has
Craig.
ever done for me is introduce me to Anthony Johnson.
Sorry about that, man.
That was the funniest line I've ever seen on Twitter.
Tomorrow,
Next to that
why?
guy who called you, threw an N-bomb at you. Those are the
Yeah.
two funniest tweets that you've ever seen.
God, that was so funny. Yeah, well, I mean, like, I got no problem with the guy, but I mean, CGA is he's just mad at the world at this point. Like, he's like lashing out at Myron for whatever reason. I'm like, dude, this is the hand that fed you. Okay, just chill the fuck out, man.
I'm doing the deconstruction of him and Andrew Wilson on Monday. It's like I said, the Erudite was too long. I'm like, you know what? The Coach Greg Adams one is still there as well. But like, so far, not even one of the quote unquote red pill guys have I heard like, okay, what are you actually against? Where it's like Ryan put it best. It's not that we're against marriage. I mean, look at Rolo. Hello, 25 or 26. That exactly.
Right.
Enough years where it's like, no, it's a bad deal, And look, if you want to get married, like, we're not going to tell you whether you should or shouldn't. However, we are going to tell you this is the risk. And now it's up to you. Now, I'm of the opinion that the largest benefit of marriage in the 21st century, like right now, 2026, is mostly administrative. Let's say for health reasons, custody reasons, things like that. Your baby mama or whatever, something happens to you, you have the house in your name, and you're not married. If you get hurt or medical, whatever, your worst case scenario, you die, they are fucked beyond belief. So if you want to prevent that from happening, things like that, then marriage is a good option to prevent all that. Now, Cappy will probably tell you there's other ways to do it. Marriage is just the fastest way. But then the question becomes, okay, is all of that administrative course of action, like arrangement, is that worth the risk? And that's the real question. And then it's like, okay, what are the risks? How do you downplay these risks? Well, you never downplay them completely or get rid of them. You, at least be aware of them. And from there on out, it's like, make your own choice. Like, I'm not going to sit here and say, don't get married. It's like, well,
my issue with like both the body count debates and the should I get married debates is that they forget that women have agency and women are people and they make choices too. Yeah. Like when they say, is marriage worth it? I'm like, most men don't qualify for marriage. Most men are fat, don't have good jobs, can barely shave their beard, like shave correctly. Like, most men don't qualify. So the first question should be, why don't women want to get married? And you'll get more answers and more data that's useful to your life. But if you keep saying, like, as if men, we corral women into this corner and be like, I don't feel like marrying you. I'm like, no, women, it's Brieffoot's law. Women are the ones that kind of set the tone. right?
Yeah.
And a lot of us don't didn't qualify when we were 25. I didn't
Well, hey,
qualify. I had a girlfriend and she's like, hey, you don't look like you have a direction. Like, I was leaving the Navy, and fair enough. I didn't have a job lined up. I wanted to take 1 or 2 months off to like, kind of decompress from the military. And she said, hey, I can't do this right now. I need to know you have a good job. And then she left. She's still a good friend. We're still friends, but it's just like, I didn't qualify. So great. I don't want to get married. Should men get married? How about this? Why don't women want to get married in the first place? And then from there, you're like, oh, okay, this is useful. This discussion can lead somewhere where a guy can make better choices, self-improve, and then weigh the options. But
well, that was the
they're never
thing
going to
too,
go
right? Where Wilson kept bringing up, where it's like, oh, what if a guy who's 23 that wants to get married and have kids? It's like, in this economy, it's like, how about you get some financial stability first and hold off on the whole thing?
Oh yeah, and that's the sorry to interrupt you, but the Whisper article. Yeah, the Whisper article where he talks about like the reason
Who killed marriage.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah,
That's
that
the article.
one.
It is.
Yeah. So he says, hey, the reason a lot of people aren't getting married is because the age of which you become sexually mature and the age of which you can like move on and be economically viable enough to have a family is like growing. So it's like we can tell people to hold on till 20 to get married if the economy was that you were able to buy a house at 20, but no longer possible. So most people are able to buy a home and have kids around early to mid 30s. So that's why marriage is pushed back. Also, in that meantime, you can't ask people to not have sex. It's does not make sense. And then there's the body count thing. So when these tradcons are like, you got to get a girl with a low body count or whatever, it's just like, that's unfair. I'm not saying you should go for a blatant whore that's banged your buddy, right? But at the same time, realize that, hey, what else are we supposed to do? Like, just wait? According to Andrew Wilson?
Well, that's the thing. Like, there is something you can do, but Wilson will never tell you, where it's like, hey, yeah, stop me if you heard this one. Spin plates.
Hey,
you could actually.
That's Manosphere speak. It should be dating non-exclusively.
No, we don't do that, sir. We don't. But
that sounds better.
Yeah, but like we mentioned, where it's like, you're not economically viable to get married at 23 as a dude. Where it's like, well, you know what? Don't how do I phrase this? Don't exclude yourself from dating women. Like, keep on dating, but date them for the experience. Where it's like, figure out what you want and what you don't want, and then worry about marriage when you're 35. Because you know what's beautiful about being a man who's 35 and has shit in order? You can
options.
20-year-olds.
Options.
Yeah.
You have options. And I was shocked that I didn't hear Rich say that to Wilson, where it's like, well, you do realize that when you're a 35-year-old man and you got your shit in order, you can still date 23-year-olds, you know? And I wonder what Wilson would have said against that if he would have gone the morality route, where it's like, why would you as a man do that? Well, because I can, number one, and because women have agency and they like older men. And who am I to, not give them that?
Well, like wait a minute. Before we continue, I just had to drop this little gem really quickly here. Yes, the results are in. Sadia Khan has a body count of 13. Guys in the chat, tell me who you want me to get. I'll throughout the whole show, throw it out there. I'll go find their Instagram and I'll tell you what it is. Just go for it.
Pandora's box right there.
God, yes. There you go. No, I was
against you today, aren't we?
That Whisper article is really great. It's like because it defines the different ages of maturity for guys, like he calls it the ages of adulthood, right? So like a guy might be like full of hormones and ready to rock and roll by the time he's like 15 or 16. Like sexually, he's ready, he's mature at that point, right? For like 18 is where we mark he's actually an adult, but guys at 18 can't buy a house, right? Guys at 18 are still working at McDonald's, right? Guys at 18, you can go die in the military for you're automatically signed up for selective services, and you can vote at 18. But that's, if you think about it, like that's not an age where a young man is actually an adult. Then there's like 21, you can finally drink, at least in the United States. If you're in Holland, I think it's 12, right?
No, back in my day was it 16? But we were drinking at 14. I'm not gonna lie, we were getting drunk in the park at 14. It's like not a healthy decision.
Yeah. Well, so then there's the age of like, 25 is like, I don't know what your prefrontal cortex is finally developed or something.
And women have agency at 25. That's when they have agency who to date.
Average age of marriage, at least in the United States, is for men is 32. For women, it's 30 right now. Although some numbers say it's 28 and 30. It depends, like right around that area right there.
Speaking of the Netherlands, you know how bad it is there? It's 36.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Jeez, man, you guys don't want to get married.
And so then there's the age at which, and then I've stated this a million times, is like when men finally come into their own, they're finally hitting their stride when it comes to their peak sexual market value years. I peg that at about 36. Some people say it's later. Some people say it's sooner. I think it's a good roundabout number. But the thing is that's another, and Whisper even said this, that's another time at which men find some sort of like they grow up because now they're making money and now maybe they can afford a house. All the things that all the trad cons want you to do, like when you're 18, you really have the ability to do when you're 36, right? But yeah, as Nuke was saying, in that it's like you can't expect a guy who is quote unquote an adult at 18 to assume all of these, masculine responsibilities because the Lord said kind of thing. And then on top of that, like women have, especially average women today, don't want average men, right? And have the ability to make more money and are making more money, are going to college. We hear this all the time. Women are outpacing men in all of these sort of public sectors and stuff like that. And if you're an 18-year-old guy and you see Sophia Rain makes $2.3 million on her birthday when she decides that she's going to do an OnlyFans because she just hit 18, and you're an 18-year-old guy and you can't even sell weed to make that kind of money or black tar heroin, I don't know, whatever it is, you can't even sell drugs to make that kind of money. I can understand why guys get a little, even if it's just the perception. I'm not saying it's the reality, but the perception is like, well, chicks can make this kind of money and how can I possibly be a good husband? How can I possibly follow this life track of, Mark Driscoll or whoever else is yelling at me from the pulpit, right? It's like,
the women are out betaing me. What can I do about it?
So what are they going to do? Bye. That's what they're going to do. That's good.
That too. Or you have, what's his name? Ian Ironwood's brilliant article about praxeology of the dominant male, where it's like, okay, economics are no longer a factor. What do you have? And that's why I love Nuke's quote, where it's like, your devotion means nothing. Be awesome instead. That's
Whisper. That's a Whisper quote, but I use it all the time. Yeah.
God damn
well,
it.
it's right, because we know the dual mating strategy, and the women have handled beta side between government and women having jobs and all that. So what's left? All that alpha stuff. Why not do it?
Good question.
Become a rock star.
Where are all these simps getting the money to throw at OnlyFans girls to begin with? Well, here's the thing. It's easier to get 1 million guys to give you $1 than it is to get one guy to give you $1 million. That's why. Yeah. That's how
I'm trying to get 1 million guys to throw me $5 on Substack. It's hard, man.
Welcome to the democratization of pornography.
Yeah.
But yeah,
what a world we live in.
But it's very true. And then, then throw in body count on top of this. And I love it because it's like, I just recently, you guys might have seen it, about 3 weeks ago, I wrote an article about body count and why it actually should matter, right? And people are like, Rolo, you're the guy that says it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to me at 57 years old. I could give two flying. Hell, at 50 years old, I could give two flying.
Okay.
I know why it should matter to you.
How do I phrase this? Is it your age that is the reason why you really don't matter? Or is it that through the years you've gained experience? Because I like to say guys with no body count care about body count. Like, okay, in my humble opinion, there is one time where I actually care about body count, and that is the social thing about it, where it's like, look, if I know a girl and like she could have 100 body count, but as long as it's not somebody I know, it's like, hey, you can have your maybe, Lewis. That's the $50 one. But okay. Like if she is, for example, 100 body count, I don't know any one of them. I could go to a party with her and nobody's going to point at me and be like, oh yeah, that girl. Oh yeah, she likes it in the pooper kind of thing. Where it's like, never mind, but if it's, or then I won't do it. But a girl, you can bring her to a party. Nobody knows her, whatever. I've been around, she's been around. We've had our fun. and the worlds will never meet, then I'm fine with it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
It's like the social aspect. I would be more bothered with that part, where it's like, oh, I can't take her anywhere without meeting 2, 3, 4, 5 guys telling me what they did to her. Then I'd be like, yeah.
Wait, have you guys seen this one? Look.
Thing you got for some. Oh, guys, come on. Come on. I've changed my tune on.
You know who this is? No, you don't. I'll tell you.
Yeah, I know.
Girls Gone Bible
No, I
people,
don't
right?
do this type of stuff anymore. I have a religious podcast. Whoa, Rika. Rika. Enjoy it. You know what I'm saying?
Just shoving it in your face. Just look at my ass. Look at it.
That's the chick from Girls Gone Bible, by the way. Just tossing that one out there. Yes, there you go.
But Rolo, does that make sense? Where it's like, especially like the guys who focus on the body count thing the most are a majority of guys are the ones who never got around, and that's why I prefer to say, well, I mean, you will say it as well. Like, just spin plates, gain your experience, and you'll find you'll start to care less and less.
Yeah,
because you've been around, you know how it works. Where it's like, and you don't have that fear of missing out anymore, which a lot of guys have as well. Where it's like, oh, my girlfriend has a notch count of 25 and I only have 1. And how would you feel about that if you had like 30, 40, 50?
Right. This is a good topic here, because guys who fuck don't care about body count. Guys who like, whatever you got, what cool, can I be number 81?
Ask not what a slut did before you. Ask what a slut can
It's
do
a fear of
for you.
abandonment thing, right?
Yeah.
If you slept with 20 guys, what are the odds that one of them is better than you? Probably good, and then that's your concern. Oh my God, she's going to leave me for somebody better. She's got more experience. And if you have enough, you're like, I'm 80 girls in. You're like, I'll be fine.
You know what guys who fuck don't worry about? Tattoos on a girl. You know what guys who fuck don't worry about?
Color of her hair. I don't care if it's purple.
Her bikini pictures in Aruba. You know what guys who fuck don't worry about? That she did the black tape project in Vegas, which is fucking.
Is that still a thing? Looked cool.
Yeah. Oh, totally. Yeah, I know the guy that the original guy. He lives here in Vegas. Actually, he's a good friend of me and Mike. But
is it like that physical therapy tape kind of stuff?
It's a special kind, like they developed special tape, actually.
Oh, so it's not like electrical tape.
Yeah, so
that would rip off the nipple.
Well, yeah, not electrical tape. No, it actually
not duct tape.
Especially, well, I know it probably was the first thing they used, but it was no, it's a specially developed, designed tape that he actually has. I think has a patent on now. He sells it on his website, so you can do it too. Not saying I wouldn't try. But it's there's different kinds too. It's not just black tape. There's like white tape. There's black tape. There's like that iridescent kind of tape and stuff like that too. Just depends, like, because you can't really put black tape on a black chick. You have to put like iridescent tape on her for it to turn out right. But the tape itself, like, I think he at some point, I think I remember him telling me this story one time. He said the tape that he was using was like causing allergic reactions to some of the girls' skin. Right. So he had to have it developed so that it could go easy on and easy off, because these girls are just like parading around it in a fashion show and they go backstage and they take it off. Right. It's not like they walk down the strip. Not all of them walk down the strip like that. But yeah, so he actually had it developed. Yeah. Oh, really? You think so? What qualifies as ran through, Mr. Foster?
I got him. I blocked him already.
No. I think that's an honest question. Yeah. What counts?
Yeah, it depends on where they're at. Yeah, their own body count. If you're a virgin, then every woman on earth is ran through. If you're a virgin guy, then
that's
every woman.
What I was gonna say. You know what guys who don't fuck worry about? That she's a virgin. What do guys who don't fuck worry about? Whether she's wifey material. Shut the fuck up, please.
All I care about is
just stop with wifey material already. Okay.
All my ex-girlfriends are ran through. There, I said it.
Yeah. Because I did it. Because I ran them.
Yeah, as I ran through them. That's why.
30 years later. Yeah, thanks.
I say, like, hey, it's a mental point of origin, right? Like, if she has a body count to where it's like detrimental, whose problem is it? It's not mine. I'm just trying to have sex. Like, it's her problem, right? If she can't pair bond, her problem. If she has some STD or something, that's her problem. If she has some kind of downstream effect of having a high body count, it's still her problem. There's no neuroticism necessary. Are you having fun? Red flags or green lights. Just have fun and let her prove her values are hers to prove. Like, hey, you slept with a girl that may have a slutty past, but man, does she make the best coffee ever? Great. We're gonna have sex and you're gonna make me coffee. And then as time goes on, you realize, like, wait a minute, it was never the body count stuff that bothered me, right? It was that I was afraid, I was neurotic, and defective women. I was raised to be a defective woman and worry about everything. Like, dude, just have fun. Stop worrying so much.
Here we go. I like this. Here you go. Guys, real question. What is wifey material to you?
Does she suck dick on command?
The fact that you are... What is her gag?
Hey.
The very fact that you ask that means you don't fuck. Wifey material is the girl that I'm banging. Gotta go, you know what? This is all right. I think I want to keep doing this. Yes, I think I want to keep doing this. I think I've been asked that like a million times. Rolo, how did you vet for Miss Tomassi? I was like, I didn't. I vetted myself. I had to say, am I going to be able to be loyal? Am I going to cheat on this chick? Right. And the answer was no. And I'm happy to say it's been for 30 some odd years. Right. It wasn't, vetting her. It was vetting me. Right. Because I know me. I've seen me do it.
Yeah.
But it's. I think the thing is like the very fact that anybody's like fix. I mean, really fixated on this, like obsessive compulsive, like, oh, she's got one body. It's just no hymen, no diamond. Shut the fuck up. Jeez.
Literally scaring the hose.
Like, stop.
Somebody on this panel wrote an article about vetting isn't a good strategy. You guys remember that?
Mm-hmm.
It was like 7 points, and we broke it down and we used their face as the thumbnail.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, vetting isn't a good because here's the thing. How many men are afraid of body counts, but then one girl in a sun hat goes on Twitter and says, I'm a virgin, and everyone believes it because their ego invested in women. Like, she says she has a low body count, and that aligns with my ego investment into my own ability to vet. So yeah, Sarah Stock, I believe you.
Yes,
I believe you, Sarah Stock.
But you'll never know.
It makes you a better mark if you want to believe it.
Yeah. Get the Pope to bless it, and then everybody will believe it.
Oh, what a pure woman. I'm like, Jesus Christ, man.
Pure evil.
It's the name of my next.
Purely hoe.
Yeah. I got this. Good. Hold on a second. Morning, evening, guys. Pay my 10 Jack Evil Groundhog, please. If you can. LOL. Rolo, hope your pain's doing. I'm okay. I'm not really in pain. Gonna be able to chase some trout soon. That sounds like something else. Yeah, I hope so. We'll see. Actually, I'm gonna go deep sea fishing in May if all goes well. I love this. You never doubt, Rolo? Not anymore. Never really did. I think that's one of the things that throws a lot of people. I always say, like tradcons and everything, they don't know what to do with me because I'm the guy that wrote The Rational Male, and yet I'm like next to Andrew Tate, I'm like the architect in the Matrix, and Andrew Tate is like Neo or some other shit. Like it's this, Svengali puppet master kind of thing, right? But yet I've been married longer than twice as long as Matt Walsh, and I'll attribute a good portion of that to my being red pill aware and understanding, human nature, male nature, women's nature, praxeology, Ryan Stone. And they simply don't know. I exist in this area. Like, I think it was James Sexton he was trying to explain this one time. He said, the guys in the Manosphere, the guys in the red pill space, like exist in this kind of weird space that's not tradcon and it's not liberal wokesy, right? And neither one of them know what to do with them, so they just poke fun at them, which is why I punch both ways, right? But they don't know what to do with us. So when I explain that I've been married for coming up on 30 years to the same woman, thank you very much, never cheated. I am also the co-host of Access Vegas, and I'm the author of the Rational Male series. They don't know what to do with that. That's why I don't get the call. That's why Andrew Wilson is on Rogan and Rachel Wilson is on Rogan, and I'll probably never get that call because they don't know what to do with me. Same thing with, and I hate to say it, there's a follow-on effect for Mike Sartain too, because he's associated with me. So they don't know what to do with him either because he's got my stink on him.
I never understood guys. I don't know what to do with them.
Yeah, exactly.
I never understood that because it's not so hard. It's like I mentioned previously, and many of you have said as well. It's like the marriage thing. Well, we're not anti-marriage. It's just, it's a bad deal and be careful about it. Yeah, but what about fucking all these bitches? Well, if you want to, we're not telling you have to. It's like, it's just if you want to. It's just optimizing your sexual strategy. But you're against, I ain't against shit. Do whatever you want, but do it smart.
Yeah, it's the biggest complaint because they see internet people behind screens as like gurus and like thought leaders. I'm like, no, I don't care about any of you. I don't. I care that the right information. I care about the right information getting to you guys. But after that, you're on your own, bro. Like I can't fuck women for you, dude. That's Sterling.
You're
Cooper's
not
job.
Samwise. I can't fuck them for you, but I can fuck you.
Announcement. I'm embracing this title. I am actually a thought leader. THOT. I'm a thought leader.
Nice. Hey. Yeah, and it's just like guys, they're so desperate to look at someone that'll bail them out or that'll tell these hoes the business. I'm like, listen, dude, like you may end up hooking up with a chick and she may have a high body count. Now, then what? What's going to happen to you? Are you like, you don't have to tell anyone. You can have a good time. No one cares, really. And that's the best part of all this. It's like, again, I'm going to channel my inner whisper. No one gives a shit about you. And that's a great thing. Because now you get to live life on your own terms and no one gives a shit. You're free. Go get what you want. Fuck it. And guess what? Sluts are awesome. Does anyone disagree that has a body count that sluts suck? They're great. They're awesome. Being friends with them is awesome. Hanging out with them. They introduce you to your friends. They're fun. And you don't have to marry them. And if you do, hey, as long as she's a slut for you, that's all that matters. Really. As long as she's doing the things she used to do with other guys with you, then what's the point?
So that's why vetting doesn't work, right? All you have is her behavior. Sorry to steal your thunder on that one, Ryan, but it's like boundaries, man. It's very simple. Does she respect? I don't like the word, but does she respect your boundaries, kind of thing? And also, boundaries are not for her. Remember that too. They're for you, where it's like you don't like that behavior. And it's not for her to like change all of a sudden. That's the red pill is not for her to change her behavior. It's for you to get yourself out when she shows behavior that you don't like.
Yeah. Well, you can't control the universe.
I like the boundaries conversation too. I was just getting into that recently. I think what's funny is like whenever guys like talk about boundaries, like, yeah, man, you need to like they love to conflate that with like hold her accountable.
You hold you accountable, where it's like, hey, she's treating you like shit.
Boundaries are holding a woman accountable when you're like with her, dude.
Well, yeah, they think like it's trying to manipulate women into doing what you want, and that's not boundaries at all. It's not what you need to do; it's what I'm willing to put up with.
Right.
And because they're people, like Nick says, they have choices to make, and if you want to be with me, those are my terms. And then the other part of it is you got to be willing to enforce it. Otherwise,
exactly. As I've always said, it's like
impotent.
Boundaries are meaningless without teeth. You have to be able, and you have to be able to like, what is it? Quick to fire, slow to hire, or something like that.
Yeah.
Something about demonstrating, not explicating.
Something like that. I don't know who would have come up with something like that. Yeah.
Roblox Tomatron. Someone like that.
Yeah. Oh, I love this one. Okay.
Myron.
So sorry, he's blocked me, but I've got this guy, Will. You know who Will Costello is, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, the
psychology
gay-coded guy who does science.
Yeah.
It's like Chris Williamson, only.
It's like, yeah,
less jacked.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah. Okay. So this is what his response to because Myron just.
Oh, it's that scrawny dude.
Yeah, Myron just released his second book, Why Women Deserve Even Less. Snap the title there. But this was William Costello's reaction to it, right? He says, evolutionary psychology distinguishes between two broad mate retention strategies. Thank you. Oh, well, what would those be? Benefit provisioning, increasing partner satisfaction, or cost inflicting, derogation, restricting, and autonomy, right? And then he says, the Manosphere advocates the latter. Oh, really? Have you consulted them? Have you done some sort of study? Have you done some comprehensive like survey about this, like you did?
Bring evolutionary psychology here. I want to talk to him.
Yes, bring him in this room right now. Research consistently finds research. It doesn't link any of them. Not shown. The actual research consistently finds cost-inflicting tactics are used more often by lower mate value individuals. Don't say incel, just say lower mate value individuals, and we'll know what you're talking about, right? If you can't raise your own mate value, an alternative strategy is to lower women's value, right? So that is the flip side, by the way, to we should all be worried about, how many body count, how many bodies a chick has, right? This is the opposite side of the black pill doomer side, right? This is the female apologetics side of all of this, right?
What did I tell you on Substack? They're going to commit plagiarism of the whole space, but present it as something new and that fits their institutional study of behaviorism. It's like all of this. Especially you, said this 20 years ago. This is nothing new, but here they come where it's like, oh, we don't like this alpha fuck thing. So we're like, high provisioning, high arousal. It's like, fuck off. Sorry about that. I didn't swear here.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, good. Like,
say whatever you want. Yeah.
Fuck rightly off. How about that? Let's start there. Like, this is nothing new. You guys are not original. And who was it? Nick Krauser even said that the red pill PUA have done more evolutionary psychology. What was that?
Tell these bitches to go to hell.
Exactly. But the red pill and PUA have done more for evolutionary psychology than any institution.
Never claim. Yeah, that was actually Nick Krauser who said that back in the day.
Yep. What happened to him? Still around?
He gave up. He gave up. He retired. He just doesn't do it anymore. Huh. He has some good shit. His stuff is archived if you want to see it. I still like Nick quite a bit, but I think he got fed up with the state of the Manosphere and the red pill and game and everything else because it just turned into something that was not about anymore, I guess. But he once said this, and in fact, I quoted this, I think in Positive Masculinity, that PUA has done more for understanding like human dynamics and dating and psychology, like sexual psychology and all this stuff in the last 15 years than social sciences and psychology has done in the last 115 years. Because we can go in field and test it. It's observable, right? That's the thing. And Ryan, I wanted to get your opinion on this too, because I just sort of started coming up with this, and I might still write something about it. But one of the things that guys like Will Costello or Alex from Date Psych or Mac and Murphy or whoever's talking to Chris Williamson this week, all they ever do is say, well, the research shows, like that's always the prefix, right? Research shows, study shows, right? And if it's coming from them, then it must be legit, right? It's data laundering. But the thing is every time they do that, they always talk about studies, surveys, right? Yeah. Will Costello is known for his surveys of a very limited number of incels from incels.co, not like the broader society, just from this one little microcosm that's on this one forum that nobody knows anything about.
Well,
and
it's
so
secular religion.
Well, it is, but here's my point is that we're using lab studies. It's all experimental. We have to have a survey. We have to have self-reports. And I still will say, self-reports can be useful. They still are. I mean, as a study methodology, we use them all the time, right? Are they as accurate as quantitative studies? No. But sometimes that's all you got, right? So I'm not saying it's bad or it's good, but that's not my point. My point is this: why is it that we always quote lab studies and we seem to think that that's like the gold standard for understanding human nature, but yet we'll go and we'll praise Diane Fossey or like Jane Goodall for their work on primatology, and all they do is sit out in the jungle and watch behavior. There's
almost like it's a friend-enemy distinction, and all of this crap about loving the science is just a fake proxy of it. No, I agree. There's that certification as fetish. Because the study shit's all wrong, and I agree, it is bad. What's the replication crisis? 80% right now.
Yeah,
you're actually better off with a coin flip than listening to science.
Yeah, and so
when they say this though, they're like, "Oh, studies show." Well, which studies? Yeah, which studies show? Well, these studies show. Are the studies done well? Are they controlled? Do they actually report what they're trying to report? Are you interpreting properly? But there's so many layers of I have to go do like 4 years of research now just to see why you're full of shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's why he does it. Because like, you're not going to check the work on this stuff. You're just going to trust me, but you don't have to trust me. Trust science. You know, that guy over there with science in his name.
Yeah.
That's why AI does that too. Where they always talk about
name.
Evo Psych and science like it's a fucking person, like it's Jesus.
Well, that's
Science
why
Jesus.
That's why Dr. Orion Taraban can lift my work like verbatim in some cases, and people will take him seriously because he has a DR in front of his name, right? And the fact that I'm talking about like Will Costello. Will Costello has got a contact with Mike, and Mike really wants to do an interview with him, but he won't do it because he's associated with me, right? But the thing is that he makes all these false presumptions about me or about like my understanding of his work or my understanding of like psychology or surveys or studies and stuff like that. The fact of the matter is he doesn't care enough to know the fact that I have a degree in psychology, right? He doesn't care to know that when I was an undergrad student, Psych 101, you got to go through what methodology means. You got to go through experiments, and you have to know how to actually conduct a real experiment. I had to do that when I was at UNR.
It doesn't matter though. It's funnel marketing. Have an in-group, to use an out-group to build in-group loyalty. And unfortunately for a lot of these intellectuals, they pick the red pill dudes as their out-group, which is like not just wrong, but it's like, why are you aiming so low?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's all these villains, guys who get the goddamn Democrats. That's $1 billion empire. You're picking dudes with a piano in the background who used to be in the Navy as your arch nemesis. Like, bro.
Your little dog too.
Yeah, were puppies and kittens not available for the villainy?
Yeah, I have little Legos too, guys. Check it out.
Hey. Straight Legos. Interesting. I didn't know those existed.
Yeah. The Legos aren't black. They're Dominican.
Dominican.
Yeah,
more suicide pods, right? To Canada.
This is who you're fighting against, guys. Guys who collect stupid shit like this.
I gotta give Cernovich credit. He at least got me on the trail of like learning about the marketing side of the Manosphere and how all this stuff is just really fake and gay. Ooh.
Yeah. Well, I mean, another thing too is just another thing. It's now we're asking women for their opinion on things and calling it surveys, and now surveys are science.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like again, you can ask a girl, you could have a girl take an Myers-Briggs at 8 a.m. and she'll get like INTJ, and then she'll take the same test at 9 p.m. and it'll be completely different.
Mm-hmm.
ENTJ this time. So it's like now we're assuming or thinking, hey, when you ask women their opinion on how many dicks they sucked or whether they find younger men attractive, that's science now. And those Red Pill guys were wrong because we asked women and we're like, what is the number one rule of like, I think, what's his name said it? Ross Jeffrey said it on a talk show. Watch what women do, not what they say. But these guys want to believe what women say so bad because they just want to be more clairvoyant and smarter than us. We're like, we're not smart. We had a problem and we wanted to get laid. And we had to take women for their actions, not their words, in order to solve it. And then we solved the problem and we moved on with their lives. But that's not good enough for you because sometimes it makes women look bad. And you can't get your doctorate if you make women look bad, sir. So you're going to have to ask women for their opinion on things. And if they turned out to be bad, then you have to make men look worse. Hey, women cheat, but men cheat as well. I'm like, what does that have to? It's two different things. Can't you just say women cheat for this reason and write about it? No, women cheat, but also men too. I'm like, great.
Moving the goalpost.
They have to do that because and I could go look it up for you, but there's a sociological effect called the women are wonderful phenomenon, right? And so we tend to look at violence against women or like anything that's unflattering to women, whether it's female, whether it's red pill guys just relating, facts and figures, whether it doesn't matter what it is. If there's if there's a product that's created by a man and a woman, if you find out that it's created by a woman, people are more likely to buy it. There's so much sort of like inherent, like I want to say it's innate too, because I think this is actually part of our evolutionary like firmware that we prefer to protect women as a default. So that's why you get that yin yang thing, Nuke. So whenever I say something like, if I say, well, women tend to be more they have an evolutionarily innate proclivity to be more emotional, to prioritize emotion before reason. And I can show you study after study. I can do the triune mind theory. I can do all this other stuff and show you all this great stuff. And you know what? The first fucking comment will be, well, you know, men do that too. Men are emotional too.
Yeah.
You know? I'm like,
yeah, I feel hungry sometimes. That's my emotion. I feel hungry.
But here's the thing is, if I go, well, men process emotions differently, especially negative emotions. We tend to default to anger before anything else. And guys will be, everybody in the chat will be, or the comments will be like, yeah, man, fuck guys. We need to put women in charge of the world. You know, there's not a single response that says, well, you know, women get angry too. There's not, it never goes the other way. Or I shouldn't say this. It's not the default response. Somebody might say that later on because they actually took the time to think about it, but it's not the reflexive reaction. The reflexive reaction when somebody is like, if you saw, for instance, we see these all the time, like on videos. If you saw a guy slap a woman or like just knock a chick out, and then suddenly all these dudes just come in from the, you didn't even know they were there, and they just come in from out of the shot and they just mob this guy, right? Or the reaction is, oh, we're the real men to defend her, you know, because she got like elbowed on the Manhattan subway or some shit like that. The response is always defend the woman, protect the woman. She's the vulnerable sex, right? And so that's why guys who don't even know that's why guys will take a bullet for a woman that they didn't even know in a mass shooting event, right? That's the male protector dynamic. There is nothing that goes the other way. In fact, the more men die, the better off women are, right? And so there's never going to, so that's like the most extreme, that's a physical, most extreme example of it. But from a psychological example, if that same form of attack happens where somebody is writing something about it, even if it's as factual, as measured, as neutral as you can possibly make it about unflattering aspect of women's nature, men will rush in from out of the shot to defend Milady's honor.
So what you're saying is men treat women the way women treat illegal migrants.
Pretty much, yes. Beat them with the rattan stick, yes. Well, you know, yeah. I think what's funny is like I collect these, by the way. I know this is like kind of morbid, but
illegal migrants.
Yes, I collect a few. Yes. Miguel. But no, I'm saying I collect these shots, and they're like tragedy shots where like women will go to like Dachau, or they'll go to you know, some of the concentration camps, and they'll do these out there, and it'll be like the Vietnam War memorial, and they're like flashing their tits and stuff at the thing. It's like those kind of like
you must have like a handful of that. Who's that one chick with the big guns on Twitter all the time? Remember the Palisades fire, and she was talking about her swimsuit in front of it?
Oh, was that
Suzanne or something?
Dana Lash? It might have been Dana Lash. She's like a Republican, a really dyed-in-the-wool Republican who's like she's
something like that. It was just, it got memed to the point that anytime there was a disaster, they would just Photoshop a picture of her swimsuit in front of it.
Yeah.
Women like, and object meme.
Or you see the yeah, exactly. Or you see like the burning building in the back, and the little girl's like, you know,
you know,
remember
funny
Ocasio-Cortez crying at the border? Jesus.
Oh yeah, that was the most cringe thing I've ever seen in my life. That was maximum internet cringe. You know, it's interesting. Like you guys know Adaluch, the Spanish girl that's trying to be like a political figure, and she did that speech in Spain.
Oh,
she's
okay.
huge.
Yes.
Yeah.
She was she in like she was in Barcelona or Madrid or something like that?
Yeah, she divorced. Yeah, she divorced her husband and decided to be an influencer, and plays the whole trad men should be want to be fathers, and she's the divorced woman. So here's the thing, and here's the funny thing. She made a speech about how we don't want illegal immigrants in our country. We got to fight back, and then she just posted about how all the refugees in Iran need help and we have to help them. And I'm like, there it is. They don't even know what they're saying. They think they're against immigration. I'm like, no. This is the reason we have this problem, because of that thinking. Because men are like, yeah, we want to make Ada happy, so let's help these refugees. And then Jack Napier has to leave Netherlands.
I've already left. But dude, have you been keeping your eyes on Britain? Like Rupert Lowe only leads one more thing, and just to come out and say, you know what, we're not going to listen to the British women anymore. We're done. Like he's already said, I don't care you call me a racist, I don't care you call me an Austrian painter, I don't care about that, you're all going back. Millions. Like if he just comes out and says, you know what we're gonna do on top of all of it, we're just not going to listen to women anymore. He would win tomorrow. He would get all the male vote. Like,
we're so close. We're so
like,
close.
one more push, Rupert. One more. You're almost there. Almost.
Yeah, right at that Overton window where like he's like, I got nothing to lose by saying not doing it.
One more push. One more push.
How like, crazy would that be if he actually did that, like just on a whim, and he won because of that?
Hey, Rolo, I do got to ask you though, because unrealized thought brings something up that I've been contemplating with, like in Japan right now. What is it with men through the years have been very vocal about this whole thing with like, we don't need to get political on it, but I'm just interested in this where it's like men have been very vocal about their politics on the economy and immigration and whatsoever. Yet I keep seeing globally conservative parties pushing women forward, where it's like, why all of a sudden are all these movements led by women? What the hell?
It's like an intelligence network. Yeah, I know the meme.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't even going there, but
I have I've got this one video.
I have jobs. We got shit to do.
I have this one video
why.
where it was I forget who it was. They're all chicks. It's in my Twitter bookmarks. They're no longer in those positions, but it's like the chick who's like the leader of the IMF, the World Bank, and she was the Fed chair for a while. I forget her name. But they all got together and it was a show. It wasn't a podcast. It was like a TV show. And they're talking about, oops, we printed too much money. And I got to thinking about it and I go, this is more dangerous. Like the women in control of like the economy and finances and stuff like that. That's more dangerous than having a feminist cabinet for Norway, right? Or for putting women in charge in Great Britain.
Girl math.
It's like it's not about like I mean women can like go and like make the country and make government policies all about the gynocentric and the feminine imperative, but what's really scary is when they control the purse strings, right? So when you have like, I get this all the time, you probably heard, like I know Ryan's heard this before, but he's Canadian, so what are you gonna do? When I get like people, like women will say, well, Rolo, the House of Representatives isn't quite 50-50, it's like there's still more men senators than there are women. Oh, boo-hoo, right? It's Democrat. That's a miracle too, by the way. So what they do is the reason why they bring that up is because they think that there's some sort of endemic sexism that's involved between that. It might just be that they just lost, right? It could be that they just weren't the right candidates for that. We don't even like that's not even a possibility. But the thing is there's this idea that we need some sort of like gender parity in the Senate, in the House of Representatives, and
everything that men do well, we need gender parity.
Yeah, or
everything
we need
women do well, we don't need to worry about that.
We need a female president. I'm just like, okay, well,
we don't need anything.
So that's but here's the thing: is that's their fallback for whenever they say, well, men are still in power. Like, no, they're fucking not. Go look at your local city council. Go look at who's your mayor. Go look at who's your governor. Go look who's at your state senate and your state, if you have this, state representatives, right? Go look at the state level. Go look at the city level, because all politics are local, right? That's what affects your daily life. Not who's in the fucking Senate or who's like on the Supreme Court justices. We don't have 5 instead of 4. Women. That's not the point. That okay, great, go do whatever you're gonna do. But the thing is you're full of shit. Go look at how many what was it? Helen Andrews was just talking to Trigonometry of all places, and bringing up stuff that like Ryan and I have been discussing really since 2014, right? Which is the gynocentric social order. Thank you, woman, for bringing this up, because no man could possibly say this, right?
No, wasn't it? Oh God, wasn't it the Tates who led the way? Is that the one you were talking about? That tweet we saw this past week? It's like, oh God.
Yeah. No, it's whoever in Dubai is running the Twitter accounts for the Tates. That's who it is. The Tates don't run their own fucking Twitter account. Let's just like cut the shit, okay? But no, he was talking about I love how like Tristan Tate wanted to claim responsibility for paving the way for Helen Andrews to go on Trigonometry and talk about what she does. No, dumb fuck. you had nothing to do with that, okay? But the only reason she can talk about that is because she's female. Because I think that I don't know if the irony is quite lost on her, but like there's been hundreds of guys who've talked about this in some way, shape, or form, really probably since the late 70s. But nobody listens to them because it sounds like misogyny, right? Like what I keep saying is like the language of empiricism sounds like hate to the language of emotionalism. And so if a guy goes on there and he starts saying, well, let me explain to you something about male nature, men are more interested in things and women are more interested in people, get him out of here, cancel him, ostracize him, get him off the stage. Don't let him come speak because he's hurting my feelings, right? Well, when a woman goes and says that, then it's okay. Then we'll listen to her, right? It's not Tristan Tate or any of this other bullshit. He didn't pave the way for anybody. But the fact of the matter is like she's talking about all this stuff. She even brings up James Damore. Do you remember James Damore, Ryan? The guy from Google who put out some memo because they wanted like all the Google employees like
the guy who accidentally thought they cared about gender parity.
It was back in 2018, and I go, I know I've talked about that. I went in my search engine on the Rational Mail, and I typed in Damore, and I'm like, I've said this almost verbatim what she's saying in that one essay.
She thinks you're reaching.
Even using Damore's name too. And so I put that out there. Nobody cares. No one cares. No, it's only important to me, right? So, but no, the thing is like, is it like some global conspiracy or something like that? I think it's just, I don't think it's a conspiracy so much as it doesn't need to be a conspiracy. It's just the zeitgeist. It's just like, this is what we all do. This is proper culture. This is what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to, lift up women because that's just what a proper culture does. We want egalitarianism. We want equalism. We want gender parity because for some reason we still believe in the blank slate. Some reason we still think about we still think social constructionism is a great thing. We still think emotionalism and egalitarianism are actually have like anything from the Enlightenment thinkers who like have been completely proven wrong now that we live in the age of plotting the human genome. They simply have no idea what they're talking about, but you can't, maybe Ryan knows about this, but you know what zombie theories are, right? Like they're disproven theories or disproven like ideologies or whatever that won't fucking die.
The glass ceiling, the pay gap,
attachment theory,
all of that stuff has been disproven like decades ago, but it makes money because it sounds so good. It's like a security blanket you just can't take away from the little kid, right? And so that's why you get like I remember the first time I encountered this, I was on actually Fresh and Fit, and I'm listening to some of these girls who are like 19 years old, and they're spouting off, paraphrasing, but they're spouting off the same rhetoric as Gloria Steinem. I'm like, where the fuck did you hear this? Like, did your mom tell you this? Did you get this from a teacher in school? They don't even go to school. Did you hear this as somebody in middle school or something like that? They couldn't even tell you where they heard it from. But it's this endemic kind. It's memology or mimetics. Do you know what mimetics are? It's like the idea that ideas persist even after the person is dead, right? Mm-hmm. There's a chapter about mimetics. I was introduced to it in Steve Stuart Williams' book. It's called The Ape That Understood the Universe. And there is a chapter in there that's dedicated to mimetics, right? And how memes evolve. And I don't mean the little cat memes or the kind of shit posting that Ryan does. I mean, like a meme can be anything that is memorable, right? A meme can be like, it can be a jingle, from a Razor commercial. It can be like I have this encyclopedic knowledge, or like I could probably hum back to you
well, genetics is the sharing via biology. Mimetics is just the sharing of information via not biology.
Yeah. And so like
easiest way to think about it.
I could probably sing for you the theme song for Gilligan's Island, right? Why? Because at some point it got wrapped up into my brain, right? So
commercial jingles, all that stuff.
They could be anything that is as it could be two notes, by Menon, like it could be something like that, or it could
J.G. Wentworth 877 cash now.
Yes. Was it? If you want a good day, go see Cal. Like Cal Worthington and his dog Spot. Like I still remember that fucking commercial from the 70s.
The McDonald's one. Yeah. No one even knows who sang it originally. It was Justin Timberlake, but we all say ba-da-ba-ba-ba, I'm loving it. Yeah.
You
don't even know who sang it.
That was Timberlake?
Yeah. Justin Timberlake.
Like you can hear like kids like Gen Z who's never seen an episode of Friends can hear the theme song for Friends and they go, oh yeah, it's from Friends. How do you know that? But like maybe they heard it in the background somewhere and it's stuck with them, right? But that's a meme. Those are simple memes. But then there's like the more complex memes, which are like religion, right? Or values, or this is what we believe. And one of the examples is there's some memes that are survivable and there's some that are not. because one of the memes that he mentions in this book is like when the British were conquering the Zulu tribes back in the day, there was a branch of the Zulus who believed that the gods were with them. And if they believed hard enough and they said this prayer long enough and they chanted whatever the fuck it is to whatever gods they're doing it to, that the bullets would pass through them. Needless to say, that meme doesn't exist anymore.
Well, they did pass through them.
Yeah,
but not in the way they.
Yes, not in the way they
not
were.
in the way.
Right. And so some memes can be detrimental and essentially like extinction level memes, right? Some of them can be really beneficial memes that get passed from generation to generation to generation. So what I'm saying is like the meme that we're talking about, Jack, right now on a global scale is the meme is we need to support men or support women. We need to put them into positions of power. We need to put them into politics. We need to, because that now that it's been repeated over and over for 4 generations, they don't know where it came from. They just know that it's something that's been, you know, on. It's the fucking Friends theory.
Well, there's also no survival pressure against it. That's the thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
That's the worst part is we made life so easy. So absolutely, yeah. As soon as people start dying from this stuff en masse is when it stops working.
Yeah.
And until it does,
Europe is getting there. Europe is getting there.
Bullets pass through them.
Yeah, and it's gonna take a lot because look what happened with ICE. Like, you know, I don't want anyone to die, you know, that they don't have to, but women now are at the point where they're yelling and screaming and threatening guys with guns. Even if the guys and guns are good or bad, it doesn't matter. You don't threaten a guy who has a gun and isn't legally allowed to shoot you.
To stay silent.
Yeah. But that's where we're at, and it's gonna keep getting worse until, you know, women and men start paying the price for their. It's gonna take a while though, because society is really safe. You know, it's really, really safe.
Depending on what your IQ is, like the average normal human being, right? And like I said, depending on your attention span and your IQ level and everything, we only have a limited, myself included, we don't only have a limited amount of like headspace for shit, right? So that's why we cling to memes. That's why, because it's easier to just say, oh, is that the way it is? Okay, fine. It's solved and I'm going to move on to the next fucking thing that I can do. I can't keep that all in my peripheral awareness now because I don't need to, because I can focus on what I think is important, which is getting my dick sucked. Right. But the idea of mimetics, I think, is was it Richard Dawkins that did that, or was it Matt Ridley that was?
Dawkins started it, and Susan Blackmore, I believe, kind of rolled with it.
Fascinating topic because I think because memes evolve too. Like the ones that don't kill you get passed on, and the ones that do kill you don't get passed on.
Well, and they've added to it too with Mimetics now, where technology is altering us.
Yeah.
So now there's Mimetics, genetics, and Mimetics.
Yeah.
It's very fascinating stuff.
That directs us where we're going. So if it's simpler for somebody to say, well, fuck those Manosphere guys, Andrew Tate, moving on to the next. Let's move on. They just want to dismiss it and move on, right? They just don't want to think about it. So it's solved for them, and they can move on to whatever it is that they think is the more important thing to apply their conscious cognitive effort towards, rather than have to think about something like that.
Have you guys seen the face of anyone who finds out that the red pill is just guys trying to like get laid and improve their lives, and like we're all married and normal? Like, have you seen their face? It's like they take an extra 30 seconds to like process that. Like, they cannot believe. They're like, wait a minute, you look normal. I'm like, yeah, I have a normal job, and I have a normal relationship. I love my mom and dad, and I grew up normal.
You in church.
Yeah. And they're like, wait a minute, and it just takes them a long time, and they can't believe
you have
it.
A mom and dad?
Yeah, well, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I love new
normalcy.
You weren't grown in a vat.
Yeah, like even Cappy's normal, you know.
Wow. Whoa there.
I would say if we were gonna send somebody to the aliens, if the aliens said bring us a red pill man that isn't crazy, I think Cappy would be our number one pick. Because
are we sure about that one?
Yeah, I'd put him in the
because he's so normal and boring. He'd be like, yeah, I'm Cappy, I'm Aaron.
I'm just afraid
the hiking
like,
really is the most interesting thing about him, man. He's not lying.
Because they'd send him back a half an hour after you put him out there.
They'd be like, where's the sizzle? Like, yeah,
it's all good.
Yeah. Imagine buzzing up like Andrew Tate or Andrew Wilson just debates the aliens for 8 hours, and they're just like, yeah, get rid of all of them. Get rid of all of them.
Yeah, I love that too.
Yeah.
I mean, when people like, Yeah, I know. I love it when like the whole thing with this Allie chick, Allie Voss talking shit about the Manosphere. Here's proof that those Manosphere guys are absolutely insane. They think that you can tell body count just by this little algorithm thing, right? And maybe some of that is like, watch me get some engagement out of this. But her engagement pales in comparison to the original post, which is 6 million. I think she got something upwards of like 20 some odd thousand, right?
Yeah, 5 cents in
but
engagement.
They think they're still going to, it's a trial balloon. They're just going to float it out there and see, run up the flagpole and see who salutes, and people will, because people want to hate on it because they just don't want to think about it enough. They just want to, it's point and sputter. All they want to do is just go and then move on to the next topic. Right. It's because it's easier to do that than actually think about it. So like Nuke, when you force them to think about it and say, no, I sit next to you in church. Like when you tell them that, you say, I served you your coffee at Starbucks today.
I'm right behind you. I'm in the house.
Yes, I'm in the house.
And not only that, when guys in public mention the red pill to me, I act like I don't know what it is. Like that's the level of like normalcy I try to maintain in my life. I've had guys be like, have you heard of what hypergamy is? And I'm like, no, hey guys, you want a drink? And I'll just leave because I'm like, I'm a normal person. I don't care about the stuff outside the internet. And insofar as it improves my life, but they really think that we're just in some kind of war room, in some dark war room with like antlers on the wall, and we're drinking whiskey and cigars.
With a little tassel on the side.
Yeah, we're just like, all hail whatever, Andrew Tate, and all hail Future, the rapper or something. I'm like, no, a lot of us are nerds, dorks. Like I'm a nerdy guy. Like I just whatever. But they need to believe that because, like you say, if there's no boogeyman, no one gets paid.
That's what they want.
Finland Saga yet?
Huh?
No.
Say that again?
Anime reference.
Oh,
it's just anime reference. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you finished Finland Saga yet?
Well, I that's what's funny. Okay, so here. Case in point, current illustration. I'm pretty good friends with this chick Monica Almaguer. She's a podcaster here. It's like,
oh yeah, I've seen her.
Monica. She's starting to make it. She's good people. The other girl that's a friend of both of ours is Lauren Ponce, and she's out of Orange County. I think or Dana Point. She's out of like Southern California, and she and her husband made a trip out to Vegas because they were going to go on Monica's show, and I met up with her because her husband's a huge fan of mine, right? And we all went out to dinner. I took my wife with us and everything else. And like literally like 2 weeks later, like Lauren is like, yeah, those alpha male bro podcasters they're always picking like cherry picking these dumb bitches to go on and just make fun of them, and I'm like, Lauren. Like, but see, that's the level of like obliviousness that they have. Right. That I even asked her, hey, next time you come out to Vegas, I'm going to put you on Access Vegas, which would have been like exactly the kind of podcast that she was criticizing at that point. Now I understand what she's saying. She's talking shit about Fresh and Fit and whatever podcast. I get that. But the only reason she's making that video is because it's going to get hits. It's going to get clicks because people are going to go, yeah, those guys suck. That's engagement. Right. And I'm not saying I'm above it. I do it. I just do it in the opposite way, right? I'm happy to engagement farm, but at least you get Ryan. At least you get nachos deluxe, nachos Bel Grande from me instead of like nachos with the liquid cheese poured on it with me, right?
It's like the shittiest Super Bowl in the world.
Yeah.
We're all out there.
Yes,
doing our best
to fight the good fight. Yes, yep, exactly. So anyways, I just wanted to point out a few things here real quick is like when it comes to body count, there's a reason why it's important. There's a reason why it triggers people so much. And like for guys, for the guys who care, guys who don't fuck are obsessed with body count, right? Because they think the reason why is because they have to put most of the guys who don't fuck, guys who are like and I'm going to throw most tradcons in this category too. They are already committed to a life of sexual scarcity, like whether it's by choice or it's by by force or by choice, right? It doesn't make any difference. You're still in a state of scarcity. So however you like justify that to yourself, I mean, back on Dios, right? But the thing is that the reason why you think you think like, I love it when people say, oh, women sell purity. No, they don't. Chicks don't sell purity. Stop using that fucking term purity. Okay. Trust me, no one is selling. No girl on Instagram who's getting their body count checked is selling purity. I will tell you that right now. But the thing is like it hits hard for guys who don't fuck because they're putting all of their efforts. They're putting all their effort in one basket, right? It's forget the theory that guys who have less sexual opportunity tend to gross out in one girl. Like they focus only on all their energy goes into one chick. It's all about monogamy. So if you don't fuck, monogamy is probably the best option for you because it's like you're only going to get one chick anyway. So you might as well put all your energy into it. That's why you get Will Costello, who's not religious, but will fall back on evolutionary psychology or try to say, check out the big brain on Will, right? Well, men who focus on pleasing their mates tend to have better tend to have what are higher mate quality than men who punish their mates. It's like it's pleasure and pain principle, right? And that's how you get like Will Costello talking shit about Myron. Well, Will Costello doesn't fuck, so of course he's going to say that because if all you're about is apologizing for the feminine imperative, and if all you're about is finding ways to shit on the manosphere rather than like listen to them and actually read the book. Right. My comment back at Will was, you know what, before you start talking shit, I mean, I tried to make that, I didn't say talking shit, but I said in the most neutral way I could. If you're gonna have an opinion about the manosphere, at least read the book. At least read his book. At least read my book.
Their girlfriends won't let them.
Yeah.
Well, and they would rather have
a girlfriend in their head won't let them.
Yeah. They would rather get caught with hardcore porn than the rational male in their house. Like the girl would have. Speaking of,
stealing that one. Yeah, that's true. Because but as I said before, it's mimetics. It's easier to just straw man the manosphere and move on to the next topic, right? And hope that you're going to get Elon bucks in the bargain, right?
Yeah. It's Iran today. Today it's Iran. Tomorrow it's one of us is going to tweet something like,
and those red pill dudes now. What the hell?
Tomorrow it's going to be a vasectomy tweet, Nuke.
Yeah,
we're
due for another vasecta apocalypse or whatever we call it.
I didn't do this. I was so tempted to do this. I was going to go buy a jar of olives and like give it to Andrew. I was going to loosen it up for him before I let's settle this once and for all. I was
here to redeem you, sir.
Glad I did it now because I don't know how he would have took that. But I did tell him this. I said this was off camera. I told him, I said, that olive jar incident? He goes, yeah. I go, that was your vasectomy tweet. He goes, yep. There's one thing that no one is ever going to let you live down, and that was it. So
yeah, now they say that you cut off your genitals or something, or like you went trans. Like that's like it's the ultimate end game of saying anything is that you went trans.
Well, I have a meme that I created that was like, it's the telephone game, like it's a kid telling a kid kind of thing, whispering in the ear. And the first one is vasectomy, and then it goes, down all the way down to the kid at the end of the telephone game. It's like the red pill wants transgender surgery for 4-year-olds or something, like, gender affirming surgery or something like that. And every time somebody throws that at me, I go, you're the kid on the right. That's where
you're the kid nobody wants to play with.
Yeah. Everybody's laughing. They're not laughing with you.
Speaking of timing, Michael Knowles just posted that he's discussing the significance of strikes on Iran. Michael Knowles, what does he know about geopolitics?
Nothing.
Isn't it?
It's just one thing. Yeah, popular thing today.
Ask him what he knows about personal branding, though. He'll be right on point with that.
Yeah.
And may the odds be forever in his favor.
Yeah. God. Caesar Flickerman.
Yeah.
Michael Knowles is Caesar Flickerman. Like, there's no getting around. He kind of even looks like Caesar.
How far do you think we're removed from real Hunger Games?
2030. 3 years. Yes. Wait, I mean,
live on Kick.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we kind of already are there when you look at like, I don't subscribe to these, but for whatever reason, like Twitter becomes a whole different place after like late night Twitter. Right.
Yeah, there's a certain country that's up. that starts waking up around that time.
And I get these, and I don't know why, because I don't subscribe to these, and I don't subscribe to any, I don't like follow anybody who would follow these things. But then there's like, fight videos or disaster videos, or can you believe this happened? Like, what do you think? And it's some guy who just like punches another dude, or it's some guy who gets shot. Like,
Indian getting run over by a train.
What's making the rounds now was that shooting of that guy who was trying to get his kids for his like visitation rights, and he was in Texas.
Oh, that one's back?
Yeah, that one's back. You remember that? Because I think I did. That's so long ago. I talked about that with Pat Campbell. I'm like, what? You're just like resurrecting this shit right now? And sure,
that's not new.
Sure as
I
no.
thought that
was
was
like
new.
a decade old.
No.
What the fuck? You see what I'm saying? Like, I fell for that shit.
Yeah.
That's the problem with misogyny. You have to go so far back in time to find any of it. If you get an example, you got to mock that thing for 20 years.
Yeah. Elliot Rogers, you got to keep
he's
using
still
that
making
too.
gains. He's like 23 years ago.
That was like 2014. May of 2014 is when Elliot Rodger did his thing, right? And killed more dudes than he did chicks.
Yeah, he's before the first Iron Man, I think, almost.
Yeah.
Like the whole Avengers series has gone through.
Yeah, before the more MCU got. That's so long.
I love it. I got you guys know that I keep a tally of all the teacher student graping or statutory forced copulation events, right? Or essay, whatever you want to call them. And I logged 79 in 2024. I logged 91 individual instances in 2025. And now we're at 12 in 2026, right? And I love it whenever I do this, I always make sure that I point out the fact that there's never been any studies, there's never been any surveys, there's never like evolutionary psychologists, guys like Will Costello,
police reports.
Just they do not care. They don't fucking care, because they know that if they did, their brands would die immediately. If they tried to figure this out, if they tried to actually do some sort of like comprehensive research on it, their brands would absolutely die. They certainly wouldn't be as popular as like shitting on incels. And
what even is an incel these days? Because I've been doing some reactionary videos, and most girls just call every dude who wants to improve his life a little an incel. The fact that you need improvement alone is already incel worthy for them. It's like, you weren't born with a six pack. Oh my God, you incel. You actually need to go to the gym. Incel. Like,
that's how they all work. Remember when cuck used to mean something, and now it's just people I don't like? What was the one before? There was cuck, misogynist, sexist, racist. Like everything is just bad person. Bad.
NAZI. That used to mean something.
Oh yeah.
NAZI. What was another one?
You used to have to earn that. You had to put people in a chamber full of,
So do you remember what? Do you remember what? It still maybe it kind of is. Whenever you used the major, I know Ryan remembers this, but like remember way back in the foggy days of 2012 or something like that. If you use the term alpha or beta, it was it's cringe. Like, you actually think there's such a thing as
the wolf study said there's no such thing.
Wolf study, right? Yeah. Or if you use a Matrix reference, oh, that's so cringe. You guys are so stupid. You think it's all, but you think it's really the Matrix? You think that we live in a simulation? No, dumb fuck.
That movie was made by trans women. You
idiot.
Exactly. Fight Club was a gay man. You're such a loser.
At the moment Andrew Tate starts talking about the Matrix, oh yeah, they're dead. So he's so deep. This is so metaphorical, allegorical. Great prose coming from Andrew Tate.
So perspicacious, whatever word he uses. No. So perspicacious or whatever.
So perspicacious.
Perspicacious. There you go. You guys are educated, so I don't know how to say that shit.
I don't even know how you can pronounce it. So remember when Kevin Samuels started using high value man instead of alpha male? Because there's a reason.
Fuck that word, man. Fuck that phrase so much.
You know why?
Till this day, not one Samuels video. I haven't watched one.
Oh God,
dude!
The reason that got popularized, high value male, because of course Fresh and Fit started using it. You don't know what a high value male is, right? But the reason why is because Black Twitter didn't like alpha; they liked high value male because it sounded better, right? It sounded like, okay, I can wrap my head around that instead of this alpha shit that those PUA bros were talking about.
I don't speak Greek.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know math. I don't know math terms or
And
physics terms.
by the way, I meant Black Twitter, not Dominican Twitter. So
This has got to be
Thank
like
you,
an alpha
thank
male
you.
strategy
Yes.
thing. He seems like the kind of guy who would have kicked this thing off.
Yeah. Well, so the thing is that like now, if I'll use alpha, I don't care. I've been using it's just to me, it's just a placeholder term. But like nobody really. If you're going to come at me for alpha, then I already know where you're at. But again, look at the transition though, from alpha to high value man. So let's look at incel. Incel is starting to fall out of favor right now because it's overused, right? It's just it's a pejorative at this point. So what do we use instead? Will Costello, low mate value man. That's going to be the next one. Low value man or low mate value is an incel.
Yeah.
That's all.
That just roll off the tongue.
Right. Instead of saying, because if he said incel, incels do, he can't say that because that would mean that his studies on incel research he's less sympathetic than he actually should be. So he uses low mate value. So Myron Gaines is low mate value and I'm low mate value, even though I've been married for 30 some odd years and I'm the author of The Rational Male.
Didn't Twitch ban the word incel at a certain point?
Yeah. And simp. They banned simp. You can't use
that
it
was
in
the
a
one.
title.
Simp. Yeah, that was one.
Yeah. Simp doesn't mean anything either. Like you could say, hey, that girl's pretty. They'd be like, wow, dude, what a simp. I'm like, dude, I'm just saying she's hot, bro.
Yes,
Chill out.
Chopped. Yeah. Chopped is good. Chopped is funny as fuck, but like, and I like this one, but it'll last probably like 3 years and it'll be gone. People go, chopped? That's so cringe.
Mog.
I thought the chopped man. I thought
yes.
I thought a lot of these words are like really funny. Like I enjoy Zoomer lingo. It's like
a lot
of it's pretty funny.
So
I'll say
an unending source of entertainment. Let me tell you.
Yeah, I'll say another word that everyone's starting to use now, and it's hypergamy. I've never seen. We say the word hypergamy less than people who don't make red pill content. It's crazy. Like we'll mention it in passing. Yeah, you guys know. Yeah, hypergamy. Anyways, moving back to this, they're like, here's an essay on women's hypergamous nature and how it's gotten worse over time. And we're like, yeah, guys, women are hypergamous. Anyways, moving on to this next topic or something more interesting.
I purposefully kind of like avoid the word hypergamy because Rolo has beaten it to death, where it's like, I can't do it. I can't add anything that he hasn't already written, okay? Where it's like, done. Like, go read that.
I need to do another dedicated show about hypergamy because I haven't done one in a long time because of exactly that, Jack. Because people go, that's all you ever talk about. Hypergamy again. Right. Then
you've written everything that
2019, so maybe it's time to refresh it.
But it's like you've written everything that needs to be written about it.
Mm-hmm. Listen, you're right, Jack. Jack Hunt saying Rolo owns the term of the word hypergamy. I used to actually. When you would put hypergamy into Google, my beyond the Wikipedia return, the Rational Male would be the first return you would get. Now it's not like that anymore.
Didn't Peterson give you shit about that once? Where it's like, oh, somebody's rich.
No.
Yeah, but he was high on Benzies at the time. That doesn't count.
Well, he actually adopted it before he hated it, right?
Holy shit! You know who's fourth on the search for hypergamy?
Mm-hmm.
Ideas for India.
No.
Of course it is.
No, wait, that's in news. Hold on. Sorry.
What?
Yeah, it's Wikipedia, then Reddit, then Healthline, and then National Institute of Health. What the fuck?
Yeah, they had to take it back.
You're eighth right now. Your article on my hypergamy.
I'm still in the top 10. So
yeah, there you go. But you got beat out by Medium. The National Institute of Health. What did they know about hypergamy? What the heck?
I got to write. I got to do a hypergamy push at some point just so I can get my. I get them rookie numbers up again.
Yeah, I would have laughed so hard if one of my essays was in that list.
Right.
Just for the one time I used the word.
Fuck, I can't even believe it. Well, I'm probably going to talk about what am I going to get into tomorrow? I'll probably do body count again tomorrow. Just a little bit of this. I hate doing Sunday shows after like we bomb Iran because I know nobody's going to be watching the show.
I mean, you could do that. Yeah. What hypergamy's effect on Iran? Iran's effect on hypergamy. Are Iranian women coming to the West? Is it over for Western
every
women?
time there's a war, someone has to do a show on how the women are leaving the men behind and coming to America to be whores. Yeah. Every single conflict.
When Russia invaded
Where's Coach
Ukraine,
Red Pill? We need him.
Yes.
Dude, when Russia invaded Ukraine,
rest in peace.
Sandman and all the MGTOW guys were like, "Oh, all these European are gonna get are better get back into the kitchen because these Ukrainian women refugees will make all the Western men want an actual woman." Nothing happened.
Nothing happened. They just went to like France or something, or Miami.
Rest
They
in
were all
peace,
fresh and fit.
Neil Sedaka. The first time I've ever mentioned Neil Sedaka on this show. His 1975 hit, Bad Blood, Bad Blood. You guys don't remember that?
Yeah.
Is one of the most red pill songs ever. I have to go look at the lyrics now. Married his wife in 1962 and was still married. I guess he just died recently. Oh, okay. All right. So anyways, let's get out of here. We got better things to do on a Saturday. What do you got going on, Jack?
Okay. Wait, no soundbite?
Oh,
No gold member?
Yeah, you better hurry up. There it is.
Hey everybody, I'm from Holland. Isn't that weird?
This point I expected. Come on, man. Gotta honor traditions. Okay, for me, the YouTube channel will be in the chat right now. Streams on Monday, Tuesday, and Friday. Monday and Tuesday is at 11 a.m. Central, and Friday is 10 p.m. Central. Monday will be reactionary content. I will be doing a takedown on Andrew Wilson and Coach Greg Adams, and Tuesday's show will be about not red pilling your friends. Then we have the Substack, of course. The latest essay is actually about not red pilling your friends. Where's the link there? No, give me one moment. Very professional of me. Very, 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 very. Now, here you go. You get last week's essays link about how to cheat on women effectively. That one was interesting too. Over 100 essays, private community there, 3 free audiobooks. On Women, the audiobook is coming to the Substack as well because Audible won't let Dutch people, publish audiobooks there for some weird reason. But if you want...
I'm from Holland.
But if you want the paperback and Kindle, which is available now, On Women, 200 pages of condensed red pill lessons, successes, failures, and note swap with a beautiful cover by Ryan Stone. Very beautiful. But all the links to that will be in the chat. Thank you.
Cool. Ryan, what's going on?
Dude, Ghost of Odessa, the Kickstarter's out. It's done. End of the day today. Made its funding, and the best Cyberpunk sequel is going to be going strong. I'm getting all that stuff delivered pretty soon. Jack just sent me the narration for Praxeology Volume 4. So that's going to be up soon. It's going to be great. And now I finally get to start on another book I'm looking forward to. A sequel to The Dog Walker, like a road trip. The idea is like delayed adolescence. You know, the Bros versus Holmes things you had back in the day? Rolling with that.
I love watching you turn slowly into Jack Kerouac.
You know what? I like it. I'm tired of the red pill stuff. I've said everything that needs to be said. I enjoy doing this with you guys, but like I really don't feel like making.
I've noticed your quiet quit from Twitter.
Yeah. But I'm like, if we know all this stuff, why can't we just entertain? Just your 7 rules alone. Each one of like the essays you put, each one of the essays Nuke puts, there's a whole story in there. So why aren't we doing this red pill fiction?
That was one of my announcements. I'm working on my red pill fiction book.
I'm psyched for it, man.
I'm writing stories.
I can't wait to
now.
see it out before Nuke's comic that he promised 2 years ago.
Yes, oddly enough, I think my story would make a hell of a good comic, actually.
Yeah.
You guys want to be in
Nuke,
it?
who's working on yours? You can get them to finish Rolo's when yours is done. That'd be great.
Well, I need voiceover, so you guys are going to be the protagonists. So
Nani.
we'll be webtoons.
Yeah, honestly. Besides, like it's great because, like, do you know women like this stuff? The Dog Walker. I don't market it at all. Women love to read that. Turns out the red pill stuff is great as long as you just don't put one of those assholes talking about shit about us on front of it, or put like Andrew Tate or Myron in front of it. Just talk about it matter of factly. Put a nice little cover. Book Dog eats that shit up.
I'm considering a career in zoo porn.
Dino smut.
Yes.
Yeah, there's dino smut now. We've all passed Minotaurs.
Bigfoot.
Have you read the milking one yet? The milking table? I know you bought it.
I have seen the cover and I have seen the interviews and I've seen it's still like #1 in that fucking category.
My editor Nick read it. He's like, it's autistic, but it's like it's crafted well and treated seriously. I guess the idea is it's like a ritual. They go in there and they milk the cows and take the nectar to the god, like all that shit. And I'm like, holy crap.
Oh my God.
Super
worse than I thought.
It's
worse than I thought.
I guess rape porn is passe now. And girls are like, you know what? I'd rather do the Zeus thing where a bull gets to grape me.
Yes, I need the Minotaur. That's what I tell my guys: be the Minotaur. All right, dude, what's going on?
Looks like the furries were right all along. But anyways, guys, subscribe to the YouTube, the Substack. I got another story coming out. I'm writing personal stories. They're not embellished; they're actually real. I'm training my storytelling because, again, I'm starting to realize that the red pill is really awesome when you tell stories, and it's a skill. So look out for those. I've written 4, and then I just hit 3,000 subscribers on YouTube. So thanks, guys. I appreciate that, and I will have tomorrow's topic out. So thank you.
Right on. There's a great book, and it's called Story Worthy.
Oh,
I'm see if I can find it for you. I'm looking it up on it.
Is it in the same category as Hero's Journey and the hero?
No, Story Worthy is. I'll just read you the description here real quick. Story Worthy: engage, teach, pursue, persuade, and change your life through the power of storytelling. The author's name is Matthew Dix, but it has a foreword by Dan Kennedy, who is like positivity dude. But what's funny is I actually have this on Audible, but it's great. It's called Storyworthy. Matthew Dix is the author of it. But did you know that there are like story slams? Like you go up on stage at these places, and like I guess lounges or coffee shops or I don't know, whatever. And it's a competition, and you have 8 minutes to tell a story in that 8 minutes. And there's judges of your story, and then there's crowd participation too, audience participation. And it's like a national thing. Like some of these guys win like $20,000 at the national level, right, for telling the best story. And there's elements of a story, and it explains to you how to make things engaging. It's not just so you can go do like competitive storytelling, right? It's also to help you like in your business and help you. If you're an author, I guess it would help you for sure. Most stories that they tell are like personal things. It's easier to tell a personal story than something else. But all these elements to it. But you might want to check that out, Nick. It's called Storyworthy by Matthew Dix. It's a great book. And it'll very least it has exercises in it too, like sort of to build your chops to tell a decent story and what the elements of it are. So like for instance, I'll just give you a quick instance. If you're going to tell a humorous story, there has to be something sad about it. There has to be something or something like your disappointment that you're going to have, and then suddenly something happens. Oh my God, this is really how it worked out. It was fucking awesome,
Yeah, like Mr. Bean. Mr. Bean is a disappointing character, but
or if you tell a sad story, there has to be an element of humor in the sad story. Like, I was going to do this, but I failed. But this happened instead, so it wasn't all bad. It was fun.
Is that where those masks come from? Where one's like sad and one's like smiling, and it's like the
Janus. Yeah.
The tragic comedy thing.
But really, like check that out. I highly recommend that book because it actually changed the way I wrote.
You know what kind of people are good at that? People with severe trauma. They are great at doing that shit. Like, here's a horrible thing, and they make a joke about it. Where it's like,
comedians.
Well, the other thing,
Milo was also.
He's really good at it. But the thing is like another thing is like if you are struggling like with conversing with women, or you have trouble with game, learning how to tell a story will really up your game. Even if it doesn't get made on the first try, at least you know how to be engaging and carry on. You're a good conversationalist. So. But I highly recommend it. It's a great book. Anyways, what I am doing were you done, Nuke?
Yeah, I'm done. That's
all. Tomorrow, 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern, my show, The Irrational Male. And I am presently working on doing the layout for the hardback version of The Rational Male. It'll be an edition 2, but it'll be a hardback version. Nothing's changed content-wise. I've just tightened up the syntax, all of the errors. If you have the digital version of it right now, I've already updated it. So if it gives you an update prompt on your Kindle reader or whatever it is, update it, because all of the syntax errors and all of the spelling typos and everything, all of that's taken care of. And then so I have all that text, and now I'm flowing text in InDesign. One of my favorite things to do, Rhinestone, letting and kerning. That's what I'm doing. And so that's in the works right now. I'm writing diligently on Substack quite a bit. I just had a new Substack that came out. I tried something different with this one. I made it free, and I made it short and sweet, and just to see, like, I'm A/B testing like what people's like attention span is with the stuff on Substack right now. But I found out if you make something free, you don't get paid for it. So
they don't value it.
Yeah, well,
they won't value it.
Yeah, they won't, because like, or they won't want they won't want to subscribe or pay for a subscription because you gave them something free. So But I thought it was a pretty decent post. I got some other ones coming out too that I like. I am actually working on a work of fiction that is in the red pill vein because I want to catch up to Ryan and his 4 books now, or soon to be 4 books. So, and I think that fiction is probably the way to go in the future, especially now. I'm not going to stop like doing red pill content. I will always do red pill content. There's no way I can get away from it. But that said, I just had Jake Monroe on my show last week, and I had him smart in studio.
Yeah,
Guys,
smart guy.
great, man. I love that guy, man. He's a come up right now, and I would rather talk to Jake Monroe than clavicular. Clavicular sounds like a sexually.
Well, Jake Monroe has social skills, so of course.
Oh man, I fucked this chicken. I got clavicular. Yeah, I mean, he has social skills. He's smart, very highly intelligent. I would love to bring him on Rule Zero, except he's probably sleeping right now because I don't know what the time difference is. But great guy.
Don't get started about music. You know how that goes.
Yeah. Well, he lives in Dublin. He lives in Northern Ireland, anyways. And really great dude. Had a great time with him last week. And if you don't follow, he's goth as hell. So don't let the Marilyn Manson makeup fool you. He knows his shit. He's very highly intelligent individual. And so I had a lot of fun. He's going to meet me in Miami too for the Miami White Party too. So I'm going to see him in Miami, and he's also a musician. So he goes on tour and stuff like that. He was on Tim Pool not too long with Milo and Phil from All That Remains, Phil Labonte. I think Phil discovered him through me because I know Phil follows me and I follow Jake, so that might be the case. But anyways, I'm glad he's starting to get a little momentum behind him. So that was really fun. No Access Vegas this coming week because we're on an off week, but probably next week, the week after that. I'll fill you guys in on my health issues, which are actually trending in the right direction, at least.
That's good. That's good.
Show. Yes. Yeah. So yeah, we're doing.
Oh, hey, the hair. I can't tell with the beanie on. What's it underneath?
Well, I did a cool thing.
There's a reveal.
I said if we got $10 $100 super chats on this show that I would take the beanie off, but we didn't get there. Tomorrow I'll do the same thing. So if I get $10 $100 super chats, I'll take the beanie off and do the rest of the show with you.
Better be some prodigy horns, man.
I just know yours is now a lot shorter than mine, but I miss mine, man. Every time I miscut it.
I'm not ready for the reveal yet, but I'll do it if people want to give me the super chats. I'll do it. I figure I got to make it worth your effort, right? Somebody give me like $1,000 super chat. Take it off now. But
you can only go to 500, right?
I'm going for the Jason Statham look. Put it that way, right?
Or Black Flag. I guess that's metal still. Black Flag was metal, wasn't they?
Yeah. Well, certainly Henry Rollins is punk rock stuff. But no, I'm going for the 5 o'clock shadow all the way around. So we'll see how that works out. And
I just imagined you always wore the beanie, even in the house. I don't know why.
Sometimes I do. Sometimes I wear a hat. Sometimes I don't. Like I was out working in the backyard last night and just doing what I do. So
if you look like Jason Statham up there, that means Rivellino's going to start using you for his green line bullshit.
Sure he will.
Yeah.
I'm sure. But,
we've all been green lined, right? All of us. Yeah.
I went to go have a barbecue with Jake Monroe and Mike and Harper, and I had my hat on, right? I had just a baseball cap on, and he realized that my hair was gone, my ponytail was gone, right? He goes, "Did you cut your hair?" I'm like, "Bitch, I cut my hair on like the 22nd of December before I went into surgery. I told you this." And so he was like, "Wow, finally, the changes come." I go, "Yeah." It's okay. I can always grow it out again if I want to, but anyways.
How long did it take though? Like the length you had?
It's a rocker length. It takes probably about year and a half, 2 years to get it to rocker length if I want to. I did it. People don't understand. Like I originally grew my hair back out starting in 2018 because I knew my mom wasn't going to last too much longer. She passed away in 2020. And my mom asked, she asked me, "Will you grow your hair out again? I want to see what you look like with long hair before I die." I was like, "Yep, no problem." That's what I did. And
you guys making fun of his hair feel real good right now, don't you?
Help that I played in the band too. But yeah, it's cool. All right, guys. I will see you guys tomorrow. Ryan, thanks for coming by. Nuke, Jack, we'll see you again. All right, brothers. I'm gonna go out with an oldie but goodie here. Bye-bye.
Bye.
just took a bath in battery acid.
Wrong. Stop the cow.
God wants you to have the baby.
Definitely not.